everyone. I'm Mari Forth, and welcome to my Twitch channel, Mari Talks Too Much, where I talk about everything. Uh, please like and subscribe and follow if you want more podcasting, gaming, and a whole bunch of other shenanigans. Um, with me today, back again, Mr. Matt Scott to finish our ranking of the best All Stars lip syncs ever.
Thank you so much, Mari. I hope you appreciate my lip syncing of your intro.
Oh, that's what you're doing.
I was
okay.
really attempting to. It's very difficult when you're not scripted or anything.
Yes.
But honestly, it wouldn't be the worst lip sync that we talk about today. So
yes.
there we go. Look
Yes,
at that.
luckily we will talk about an actual good monologue lip sync today.
Oh yeah, or not. I don't know. Maybe we'll hate
Well,
it. Maybe we'll love it. We'll talk about it.
We will love it.
Wait, maybe we'll hate it. Who knows?
We're back.
Please.
If you didn't watch part 1 and you don't know what's going on here, me and Matt decided that we were going to watch all 70 plus lip syncs from all 7 RuPaul's Drag Race All-Star seasons and then rank them in a tier list. So here is what we did. We went in part 1, we did seasons 1 through 4. We have our rankings here. As you can see, the top ranking is Gooped. The second highest tier is Because I Am What? Sickening. The third tier is Stunning. Mohart Voice. The fourth, which is the second lowest tier, Not Today, Satan. Not Today. And then finally, I'm Not Gagging for our lowest tier. Matt, I posted our top 3 tiers on Twitter with accompanying polls and asked people like if we got the tiers right, and for each tier too. So 100% everybody loved our Gooped tier. 100% everybody loves our Because I'm What? Sickening tier.
Okay. This is interesting math. Lots of 100%. That's 200%. Let's go. I'm not great at math like that.
The third tier, people did not agree with us.
Okay.
I think
I need someone to explain to me. Was it because? Okay, Mari, try to.
Yes, I want to know. I wish,
like,
if anybody saw this on Twitter and you disagreed, let us know. Nobody said why they disagreed, but right now we're sitting at the choices were for tier Stunning. I said Facts Are Facts America, which is a yes, or Drag Delusion for no, and we're sitting at 57% is saying we're giving Drag Delusion.
Wait, us?
For our Stunning ranking. So my best guess would be that there's some lip syncs in this Stunning ranking that they think should probably be higher. That would be my only guess.
You know what? I bet it's all the ones that I said should be higher. Because I don't even know which. You know what? And the thing is, the beauty of today, in my mind, the past is the past. We did what we did, Mari. I think we had some really good conversations. I felt good about where we put everything. I mean, we spent 2.5 hours basically placing everything where it was. And if anyone else wants to spend 2.5 hours doing the same thing, number one, I will watch it. But two, I don't know. It's like, how do you not come up with something like this? Like, Mari is the greatest mind in Twitch streaming tier list making of Drag Race lip syncs ever. And I'm just here. So like, this is a great list.
This is a fun list. And these are, of course, our opinions. Clearly, but also this tier list, tier maker is now, it's a template. I created it, so it is a template on tier maker. So if you want to go in and put your own up there, you can actually do that. Yeah, and I'll
Oh, Mari, how does it feel though? You just put in all of this work and someone else is going to come out with the definitive ranking. They're going to tell us we're wrong. But no, I like that everyone has their opinions. And you know what? It's cool that like we don't all always agree on what is
exactly
not stunning. or what is stunning. So you know what? Good for everybody.
So I put the link for the tier maker in the comment so everybody can have access to see the tiers, see what we currently have up, and to make your own. Um, so I'm so excited to get through the second half today. I think
Oh, me too.
we are gonna be talking about some of the like I think better lip syncs of the
Oh,
franchise.
definitely. And I will say
Mhm.
too, like we did not plan on taking this long. I mean, honestly, Mari, if
Right.
we did the math, we probably would have said, okay, this is easily a 5 to
Yeah.
7 hour project. So I'm glad that we're back. I'm glad that we're able to do it. I'm glad that we're especially able to do this all before All Stars 8 premieres
Yes.
on
This
Friday.
Friday. Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like I've full disclosure, I was like, "Hey, I want to do a tier list of all the All-Stars lip syncs." And I said, "Matt, will you do it?" And we said, "Yes." And I don't think either one of us realized how much work would
Well,
go into doing
I
that.
also say, and I don't know if I said this on the last podcast or not, but my thought was like, oh, okay, Mari's gonna pull out like her top 25, and then we're gonna rank them. I was
Nah.
wrong. I was wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, because that's what I did with the regular season, you know what I'm saying? Because the
Yeah, I
regular
know.
season is just way too many lip syncs to go through all of them, and
Ugh.
honestly, it's easy to come up, I think, with the best of the mainline season. I think
Mari, I just have to
what?
say for a second, we've been podcasting so long that I'm here cracking my neck like Sasha. Oh my god, I don't know if you just heard that.
No, I
But
didn't.
my body is breaking down from all of this podcasting with you. So I'm
I'm
just
sure.
saying,
I'm
yeah.
sorry. But I think where I really went wrong was I was like, "Oh, it's only 7 seasons. How many lip syncs can it truly be?" You know what I'm saying? I think that's
And the number, but the funny thing is, and we were kind of like, I don't know if we really talked out why, but like,
yeah.
so the seasons all got longer, like twice
Yep.
as long.
Twice as
in some
long. Yeah.
but also then you get like the lip sync battles, the redemptions,
Battles.
the
Yep.
showdowns, the beat, like whatever you get it all. So
Yeah.
it's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah, these last 3 seasons that we're gonna talk about, I think have more lip syncs than the first 4. Like, I'm not officially counting, I'm just looking, but it's like, it's ridiculous how many lip syncs just 1 season in particular has,
You know
so
what?
it's
While we're
pretty
here,
funny.
I just want to put something out into the universe, Mari. I want to manifest something. I
Mhm.
want some of these queens, like I just need some of the queens, especially in the lower tiers, to like see this, see our ranking, and then just like subtweet us, block us, all that. Like I
No,
just want
you
drama and
block
mess
me.
around this stream because I mean, how
Well,
else will people like,
how yeah.
celebrate it and know about everything? So, and that plus that's like the most the quintessential drag race experience is the
It
drama.
is,
So,
the drama, the dragging.
mhm,
Yeah.
let's get dragged.
Yeah, and again, if you haven't, already if you haven't already watched part 1, definitely go back and watch it. I would definitely suggest that, but also let's talk a little bit of our criteria here, Matt. Again, let's talk about our
Oh,
criteria. For
okay.
for me, like I said, I what I like from a lip sync is I like I think the song can do a lot of heavy lifting, but I also tried not to let the song affect how I felt about the performances.
Mhm.
Um, I feel like I don't necessarily need a lot of drama, theatrics, or anything like that. I'm cool with just some emoting and showing a lot of emotions, but I also like I want to be entertained, I think, more than anything. And me personally, I will bump a lip sync up where one girl is giving it like the business and
Mm,
being like it is her lip sync and the other person fades away. I
sure.
will rank that higher than just a mediocre lip sync where 2 performers are just mediocre to me. So that's
Oh,
where
yeah.
I'm coming from. Matt,
Totally.
what about your
I
criteria?
agree. I agree with that, but I'll also bump down a lip sync if one of the like if one is giving the best lip sync performance of a lifetime and the other is not. It takes off some points for me. And so it'll be interesting to talk through the rankings because I mean, I could be convinced to move things up and down, in the lists, but
Mhm.
Yeah, it'll be really interesting because there are a couple. There's literally one that we're going to talk about that's a solo lip sync. So,
Oof,
um, I mean,
yes.
we'll get there. But anyway,
Yeah.
like criteria. You covered. I mean, you touched on it. It's pretty simple, but I think that something else I would just want to put in the conversation because we're talking about season 5, 6, 7 is
Mhm.
that for me personally like I feel like I had a higher standard slightly as things went along. Like if you were
That's
just a
true.
mediocre or like a moderate lip sync, but you're in season 7, I
Mhm.
mean, what are you doing? You've had all these other seasons to build on, all these
That's
other
true.
queens to learn from. So, but I don't, it'll be interesting to break down. I do like the theatrics sometimes, but I also like the emotion sometimes. And
Mhm.
honestly, I'm going to be very non-committal. Go back to the first episode and see what
Yeah.
we said because um look, I'm just ready to defend my favorites and make sure that they're in the Goops category. That's honestly why I'm here. That's why I came back, Mari, in case you're
Yeah,
wondering. But
exactly.
yeah,
And I agree. And we do not say that we are like drag like the word or definitive answer to drag. It's just like our opinions and what we
no,
like. And as huge fans of this franchise, it's just like it's just something fun to do. Like this is all
yeah.
fun. Yeah.
One thing to clarify, by the way, is like we talked about this last in part 1, I should say,
Mhm.
but you're bringing in a little bit of that context, a little bit of remembering what was
Yes.
happening on the show, outside the show. For me, I'm really looking at this lip sync and trying to really stick to like within like the when the whistle blows. So while the
Yeah.
song is playing,
Bell to bell. Mhm.
bell to bell, yes, bell to
Yeah.
bell. But we'll talk about some things that also happened outside of the bells
Mhm.
that also have been pretty impressive. So yeah, Mari, anything else before we kind of get into the magic?
No, let's just dive in. We got to start with season 5,
Ooh.
lip sync number 1. So this is where the
Uh-oh.
this is where season 5 was where they went from the regular All-Stars format that was established between All-Stars 2 and All-Stars 4 of 2 All-Stars win for that week. They battle for their legacy. Whoever wins sends the queen home. In All Stars 5, they decided to introduce dragocracy, like a democracy. So there is one winner for the challenge
Vote.
who gets to decide out of the bottom who they want to get out. And then the rest
Hmm.
of the queens could vote out of the bottom who they think should go home. And then a lip sync assassin is brought in. If the lip sync assassin wins the lip sync, whoever all of the queens voted for goes home.
Yeah.
And like hindsight now, like when this was introduced, I think I was like, okay, at least we know it's like we know this at the beginning of the season, it's kind of like a survivor twist to it because people are voting people out. And then we were getting lip sync assassins, and I was like, oh, this is cool. We're gonna get to see other people who aren't on the show proper get to come
Hmm.
in and I also to myself thought, oh, if they're bringing in lip sync assassins, then maybe this will guarantee good lip syncs. But as we go, yeah, I know that was not the case, and we'll go through it.
Too
But
far.
hindsight now, after we got 2 seasons, season 5 and season 6 in this format, with the lip sync assassins, and then season 7 went back to a 2 all-stars at the top, lip sync for your legacy. Of course, this was the all-winner season, so nobody went home.
Mm.
And I think I am now firmly on the side that I like the top 2 style version. I like it when there's 2 queens from the season battling out because it feels more important, and I like that it actually helps pad their stats as well. I don't mind. I like the stat padding for me. What do you think? Matt?
I like that you're so confident, Mari. I'm so happy for you that you've had this realization. Um,
Okay.
I I haven't thought about it overall. Again, because I've been looking and thinking lip sync to lip sync.
Right, right, right.
And so with that in mind, I mean, because I'm coming at it from like a results oriented perspective, I
Yeah.
don't necessarily feel like the lip syncs that we'll talk about, you know, between, like you said, 7, where it's like the top 2 versus the ones with the lip sync assassins. I don't feel like the ones with the top 2 are necessarily better, but
Mhm.
you'll hear we'll kind of see as we go along.
Yeah,
And
we'll
so
talk about
that's
it.
kind of my thing, because I just want the best lip syncs. I mean,
That's true.
part of something I wonder about, which is not really an all-stars conversation, but it's like, what produces the better lip syncs? Is it the 2 girls being at the bottom and one of them going
Mm,
home and risking elimination? Is it the 2 at the top? Is it the lip sync assassin versus the, the winner of that week? I don't know. I'm not really
yeah.
sure.
Great point, and I think we will definitely discuss that as we go along.
We will.
So first up, the first lip sync of season 5 of All Stars, India Farah, a blast from the past,
Mm, yes.
came back, won the first challenge, and had to lip sync against Evie Oddly, who at this point was the season 11 winner, like definite lip sync assassin, and they sang "Livin' La Vida Loca,"
Mm,
and I thought this was a pretty good lip sync, and I think this was a great start to the lip sync assassin twist, but later on I get kind of upset about the lip sync assassin thing, but this lip sync in particular, I thought Evie's wig reveal Evie did a really funny wig reveal, and she was just being creepy. India Farah was just doing a couple of stunts or whatever. It was like a cute lip sync. Like it's nothing to really write home about for me.
wow.
um Song was great choice, but it was okay. It was cool.
Mari,
Mhm.
you're gonna get dragged for that.
No, I'm not.
And
I
you
don't
can
think
reach
so.
Mari at Mari Talks Too Much. That's 2, like the number 2,
On all
because this
platforms.
is one of my top lip syncs.
Are you serious?
It is one of my top because just like and it was all the different pieces. Number
Okay.
1, in the category of could I do this? Could anyone do this? Evie Oddly is just in another world, and I think
True.
Evie deserves like her own category in
Yeah.
the context of lip syncs. But for me, this was just so fun. And then you have Ricky Martin there watching on, dancing along,
Mhm.
having a good time. You even have India Farah having some moments, and to me, the most impressive one, and I still like in my head as I remember it, can't wrap my head around how this physically happened, where she like does the roll and slide all the way up to Evie, and it's like, ooh, right on beat. It was perfect. Like it wasn't just like 2 queens like dropping. There was so much to me that was strong about this.
Mhm.
Mostly it was Evie. And so, and by the way, I will say I was also influenced by just you going through those 25 or so lip syncs from the regular seasons, because I really didn't appreciate Evie all that much. And I kind of had the feeling like, oh, okay, whatever. Like you could flip, you could do this, you could do that, you could do stunts, like whatever. But with Evie, it's more than a stunt. With Evie, it is just like combining the artistry with the physical ability.
Mhm.
And let me know who else could do that. Let me know who else could do that. But India kind of like added like as a good like accompaniment to Evie in this one. So I was a big fan of this one actually.
So for me, I
Drag
have
me.
loved Evie Oddly. I'm on record as saying that season 11 is probably my favorite modern season of Drag Race. That might get bumped down now that 15 is completed, but season 11, and I have like again close personal ties to this season for like many reasons. And like I've always thought of Evie as being a great lip syncer. And again, her lip sync versus Brooklyn Heights is my favorite lip sync of all time currently
Mhm.
right now.
Mhm.
That
Mhm.
is a lip sync that I watch literally twice a month.
Oh.
Evie is also one of my favorite Drag Race like Rue Girl, like I listen to her actual music again
Okay.
on a regular basis. So for me, it was quintessential Evie and it was great, but I've seen it. I've seen it. I
How
know it.
dare you?
I love it, but there's nothing boosting it for me. Like,
Ye
it wasn't
huh.
specific to the song, it was Evie doing Evie, which was great, but it
Yes.
wasn't anything different to me. It didn't blow my socks off because I know she does this. This is what she do. Why you gagging? She brings it to you every bowl.
But that's
So
weird. That's funny, or I was gonna say that's weird, but it's
mhm,
funny because, like, coming from the opposite perspective,
mhm,
I'm just so much more impressed by it, you know what I mean? Because 'Cause I'm, like,
mhm,
less exposed to it from EV, and
mhm.
also, like, again, I just feel like for whatever reason in watching these seasons, not these seasons, but a lot of Evie's work on Drag Race the first time, I was just I was, you know how like a spider moves, Mari, and you're just like, oh, that's where,
Yeah.
or like that's kind of how I felt like with Evie. Like I just didn't like how
Yes.
Evie moved, and it gave me like the
Oh,
heebie-jeebies.
really?
Yes, but now I'm like, oh, the art, the
I love
athleticism, the
it.
fantasticness.
When
So
I Whew,
I'm here with it. But whatever you put in
mhm.
the name of Evie Oddly, wherever you think this lip sync should go, I say it needs to go higher.
Yeah. So, when I tell you, I watch go and watch, Matt, the Drag Olympics, challenge from season 11 with Evie's team. It
Uh-huh.
is one of the best challenges ever. I watched that challenge over and over again. It is so good. I try and download I've actually tried to download the song. It's just a dance mix, and I tried to download it, I couldn't find it.
Mhm.
And then Evie's work in Queens Everywhere, the final cast song, which again,
Yeah.
I can't wait to do that ranking. Like, I am a huge Evie fan. So,
Mhm.
to me, this is just Evie being good.
Yeah.
And to me, India Farah, I didn't think really did that much anything really great.
Mm.
She did her, like, kinda
Yeah.
like Vegasy showgirl thing, and she does her signature, like, roll somersault.
Mhm.
That's something she does every time. That's something else that I'm like,
Huh.
I know that she does every time. So that's why I'm just like, it it's, like, not new for me.
You know what's funny? I don't know. This is interesting. I feel like this is like a
Mhm.
controversial. I'm very curious to hear the people weigh in on
Yeah.
all this. Like, does it matter if someone is it a bad thing if they're doing the thing they do all the time?
Right.
Or which I think it really depends because
Mhm.
there's like having a signature versus just going to the same
Yeah.
exact thing every time. But then also I'm curious about the people who are less familiar or less like super fans of drag versus those who are, and what the
Yeah.
perception is, because it is all subjective, right? But
Mhm.
India did not and actually part of it for me was that India really wasn't that good, you know.
Right. Yeah,
um,
that exactly.
I don't
For
like where
me,
you're putting
that's one of the things.
I don't Amari, uh-uh,
I right now I have it near the back
nuh-uh,
of stunning. Are you saying
uh-uh.
you think it should go
It needs to
further up
go
to stunning?
yeah, what's at the top? I have you okay, this
The top of
context is
stunning
not
is Monet
yes.
and Valentina.
Okay, how high up could we get it on stunning? Because I don't think it belongs at the bottom of a tier, which is just kind of like a dark place to be, you know?
See, again, for me though,
Mhm.
like Roxy and Tatiana versus India and Evie, they both for me, I was like, cute. But which one I
Wow.
would watch over and over? Roxy and Tatiana.
Is anyone I just feel like somebody's probably yelling watching this like, "Matt, fight harder.
Ben de la
Fight for
Creme
it."
Ben de la Creme versus
Every okay.
Kennedy.
No, they need to be up in front of Ben de la Creme. Where's yeah, because I'm
Because
just
but that
like,
was
yeah.
that was Kennedy did a really great job because this is I think this middle tier is
You know what,
where a lot
Mari?
of those one-sided performances reside, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
you're right.
So,
That Ben de la Creme Kennedy one was good. It obviously
because Kennedy killed
yes.
it.
Yeah, and responded well enough to
Mhm.
Ben de la Creme. Um, this is gonna hurt, but I your logic is sound, so I'll go with it because we
Yeah.
can't be here for another.
I know.
7 hours.
7 hours. Exactly. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I think you do make a good point about, repetitive nature. Like, I don't mind if a queen does their signature. It's just how it's utilized
Uh-huh.
and does it go with the song. And I think the biggest thing about this lip sync for me
Yeah.
is nothing either of them were doing was really, like, embodying "Living La Vida Loca." I mean, granted, Evie is
Living
yeah,
La
she
vida loca.
is, like,
Yeah.
but it still was like, it was, only okay to me. So and we will see and we will talk about down the line, girls who do repetitive things and how some work and some don't.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Mhm. Wow, we're really figure we should write a book, Mari, about what makes a good Drag Race lip sync because it's complicated.
It is. So next up, Shea Coulee versus Alyssa Edwards, the
Yeah.
Pointer Sisters neutron dance.
Okay, first of
Imma
all, let
let you
me
have the floor. Imma
yeah,
let you have the
sure.
floor.
Okay, because I had this actually really high. Like, this would have been
Mhm,
in my gooped category at
mhm,
first, but
mhm,
then it just moved down with a bunch of other things that came up. And the more I watched it, I realized that I just love both of these queens. I love Shea Coulee and Alyssa Edwards.
mhm.
So I mean, the thing is, I just feel uncomfortable watching Alyssa get trounced like that. Um,
Yeah.
and also, like, something else I'll say about Alyssa, and like, no shade, but over time. So I saw her perform live in Washington D.C. like a couple
Mhm.
years ago, and she didn't dance much, and I was
Mm,
shocked. And she talked so much, and I'm just like, maybe with time. I do believe Alyssa still has it in her, but this was not Alyssa's best by far. And I
mhm,
believe this was another one where she did her thing of like going back to the back wall and like kind of walking up it a little bit.
mhm.
um, but for me, this is just at the top of the sickening category.
Yeah, this is a great lip sync. I mean, Shay is giving it, and
Mm,
Alyssa is too, but they're both giving it, but it's so hard to take your eyes off of Shay. Like, Shay is
yeah,
killing this. And again, as somebody who doesn't necessarily, get moved by older dance songs,
yeah,
I this one is actually very good. Like, this is how you, connect an audience to an older song that they don't necessarily connect to. They did a perfect job of, of
yeah.
really embodying this, song. So I agree. I have
No,
no
I'm
notes.
with
I
you.
would really throw it right up there
Yeah.
in because I'm sickening. I don't know if I'd put it as high as Raven and Juju. Would you put it as high as Raven and Juju?
Let me look at what I had decided before. So Raven and Juju, remind me,
Mhm.
what was the lip sync that they did as I look through my
Dancing
spreadsheet?
on My Own, Robin, the emotional one.
Um,
Mhm.
you know what, Mari? I have to put this above Raven and Juju because in the back of
Really?
my head with that one, as much as I loved it, as emotional as it was, I kind of feel like I'm like, was it lazy? Or was it just a choice? And I
Hmm.
feel like Juju was still giving something. Raven was standing still. And I just
Mhm.
feel like if you're working as hard as Alyssa and Shay, you deserve to be higher than Raven and Juju.
Okay. I'm fine
Yeah.
with that.
I mean, and I love dancing on my own. Like, I think honestly that made me fall in love with that song, that lip sync that they did. I was like, "Oh my gosh, the emotion," because I hadn't really like sat with it and realized it at that point. But
Mhm.
and I don't
I
even know this song, the Neutron Dance, right?
The
To your
Neutron Dance
point,
by Pointer
but
Sisters, yeah.
this lip sync does it. And I will also say, and drag me if you want, but I haven't always loved Shea Coulee.
Jesus.
Just because
Blasphemy.
let me tell you why. It's just like it's just a style. Shay is very regal and
Mhm.
queen like,
Mm,
the most regal, but there's just like not Shay is very clean and not messy or imperfect. Shay is perfect. And
mhm.
I just like to have like some more of the mess. But for me, and actually, I guess we'll keep going with this. I
We will.
really, really, really enjoyed watching Shay just throughout this
Yeah.
rewatch for us.
Because I agree, Shay does come off as very, like, regal, very highly motivated, very perfect.
Hmm.
But I think the minute she gets on a stage, the way that she is so versatile in
Yeah,
embodying so many different genres of music, like, she's a true musician,
I agree.
and it sometimes works to her benefit, but in one lip sync, it did not.
Oh,
We'll talk about that later, but I think she's
interesting.
just so freaking versatile, so I love Shay, but even this lip sync in itself, I was so gagged that she legit served it to Alyssa Edwards. Like, not many people can say that they did that, you know what I'm saying? Like,
No, and she just had Alyssa's number that day. I also
yeah.
don't like the. I don't. I mean, one thing that takes this lip sync down a little bit for me is just that I don't like to see Alyssa lose like
I know
that.
you don't.
Oof.
But again, it wasn't like a
No.
cut Alyssa out the picture
No.
style loss. It was like these girls are going
Uh
at
huh.
it
Uh huh.
and Shay just is winning. You know what I'm saying? It was like it
Yeah.
was a full battle and it was so good.
Exactly.
And she just didn't win. She fought, but she didn't
She
win,
did
you know?
fight. She did fight.
All right, so next up,
We're gonna
let's
talk about
see.
another lip sync, which this is
Mhm.
gonna be a fun one to talk about.
Yes. Because my favorite drag queen of all time.
Ma Mari's favorite drag queen of all time, and definitely one
Listen.
of my favorite drag queens of all time, Jujubee. No, I'm just joking.
I mean, no, Jujubee's up there, but Monet Exchange comes back as a lip sync assassin in season 5. And again,
Mhm.
we talked about it on part 1, but watching all of these lip syncs and watching the evolution of Monet Exchange is so like it is fascinating to watch,
Mhm.
man. It is fascinating to watch. And as somebody who loves Drag Race,
Uh-huh.
connoisseur, knows all of it, and being one of her biggest
Oof.
fans, like I can see the differences in all of the performances and what she tweaks to what I think is the culmination when it comes to like the lip sync in season 7, not the final lip sync, but the lip sync between her and Shay in season 7 is
Oh,
like the
yeah.
culmination of everything. And I
Mhm.
love this lip sync for Monet.
That makes me really hearing what you just said makes me really happy. So, I agree, and the thing I also appreciate about Monet is that Monet doesn't have like okay, Mari. We'll bring the
Mhm.
pro wrestling reference in. Like
Okay.
Monet doesn't have like the sweet chin music super kick as her finisher. She doesn't have like a moonsault as her. She doesn't have a finisher. She doesn't have
Mhm.
even a move set. She just does it all, which I believe is
Right.
like the beautiful thing. And depends on the song. For me though, this one felt like this. Honestly,
Perfect.
it was perfect. It
And
was perfect, but it might like I if Juju B
I know.
brought something
Juju brought nothing here.
to this, this
Yeah,
would be even higher for me.
it
But
would.
my definition of gooped, I mean, I was
It's
gooped and
yeah,
gagged.
yeah.
So I mean, I don't know what to tell you, but I mean, also the editing helps with something like this where it's like, this is a Monet showcase, and I love that it could be edited in a way that we don't need to see as much of like no shade to Juju, but again, like
Mhm.
I just didn't I felt like with a lot of these lip syncs, I just have wanted more from Juju in general.
Yes.
But
So
yeah.
for me, first off, this is why I thought, okay, so are they bringing the lip sync assassins in and having them do like 4 certain songs? And this is what I thought was happening, and we find out later, no, that's clearly not what's happening.
It seems like it for a lot of them.
It seemed like it for a few, and
Yeah.
then they start doing what I think is stunt casting, and we'll talk about that a little later.
Oh,
But, like,
I'm nervous.
Monet getting to her basically, she got redemption because if you probably don't remember, but on season 10, she went home on Good as Hell by Lizzo. She was sent home. So she got her redemption on a Lizzo song, singing Juice and winning. But also Juju, I really felt like in this lip sync, this was Juju's first time being in the top. And I don't know if she necessarily wanted to send one of her sisters home. So I don't think she was really putting her all into this lip sync. She was just kind of having fun
Jujubee
and
wasn't?
watching Monet. Yeah, Juju. Like she was just
Oh.
Yeah, she was just having fun and watching Monet for most of the performance, and she
So are
kinda
you
didn't know the words a little bit
are you
too.
implying that Juju had more to bring to the table than what we got?
No, I'm implying that I don't think Juju tried. You know what I'm saying? Which is the fault in this kind of mechanism for the lip sync assassin, which is the one of the reasons why I don't I think it kind of fails as a twist. Because I think at certain times, certain girls are like, I don't want to make this decision. So I
Mhm.
would much rather, just give it a good little shimmy and let the group decide who goes home. Because
Mhm.
we talked about it last episode or last part one, the burden of single-handedly sending your sisters home broke Vanilla Creme. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
so I don't necessarily think some people really wanted that responsibility. Hey Jimmy,
fair.
thank you. Thank you for lurking. We appreciate it.
We appreciate
Um
it, much appreciate. But, I'm with you, but,
mhm.
like, just back to the action here.
Yeah.
Monet
Oh,
Exchange
sorry. Yeah.
is the action.
Yeah, she is. So, because of Juju's performance, I don't know if I can put it in the second tier. Um,
Uh
I know as somebody who's like, I truly
Oh,
don't
no.
know.
Oh, no. Mari,
Mhm.
see, I would put this at the bottom of gooped, but I think maybe I have a more
Really?
liberal definition
Mhm.
of the goopedness.
Yeah. I think Gooped is gonna get filled up really, quickly,
I mean,
later
yeah, but
on,
it
so
is
that's
it's
why.
very light considering that we have so many lip syncs.
That is true. You're right. You're right. I just I love Monet, and I don't think I can give this a
If
Gooped
Juju
because
wasn't
of
there, if
Juju.
Juju
Juju
wasn't there,
But we have lip syncs up here where, we said if they're not there, they're still not at Gooped. You know what I'm saying? Like for Gooped, I need it all. I kinda need them both to be showing up.
okay, okay.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe top of Sickening. I could put it at the top of Sickening.
Damn, Mari, this hurts, but we'll go with it because
Okay.
I really, you know what? I have to respect this. That's good. That works for me.
I
That
think
works
that's
really
great.
well for me
Yeah.
because look, Mari, we can't just have Monet take it all.
I know.
And
I could if I would.
you
What's up, Kindle? Thank you
shout out
for
to Ken. Thanks for
lurking.
lurking and
Mhm.
learning. We love an
Yeah.
education. Very educational content here.
Yeah.
Um,
I think that's good. I think we're good.
I agree.
Okay. All right. So next up, all right. So Miss Cracker versus Morgan McMichaels. Where have you been, Rihanna? So many things about this lip sync I did not like
I don't
at
know if I
all.
remember this one. It's funny because I know I rewatched it, but the Miss Cracker ones kind of blended.
They
They weren't all
did.
the same, but they did
Yeah.
blend. And I don't know what it is about her. And I
Yeah.
don't. There's a lot of things about Miss
Yeah.
Cracker that I don't love, but just like
Yeah.
I don't love the name really. I don't love to say it. I mean, I get there's like
Um,
certain other definitions of, but you know what? I'm just like,
if I remember correctly, the story is she kinda had to tweak her name to get on the show.
oh,
Because some girls can't get on the show with the names that they're known for. Like
yeah.
Jan's real name was Jan Sport, Britta's real name was
Oh,
Britta Filter. Like, you
what was her
can't
name?
Jan Sport was
No, no,
Jan's.
no, no, no,
Oh,
no.
oh, crick
MT.
it I think it was Brianna Cracker was, I think, her first
Oh,
name.
that's a cute
Yeah,
name,
yeah,
actually.
yeah, yeah. So,
Wow,
yeah, I'm pretty
better than me.
Lavina!
Yeah. Thank
Yes,
you.
thank you,
Oh
she's mad.
my god.
Lavina, if there's a lip sync you really, 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 really wanna talk about, let me know, and I'll shoot you the link.
Oh, look at
Um
that. Oh my god, look, we might get a Lavina,
Yeah, we might
cameo
get
in
a
here.
cameo in
You
here.
never know. Or a
But I
Sam
agree.
Moore cameo in person if
He
I
is trying
luckily
to bust
luck
down that door to
I
get you.
deadbolted my door, and I'm
He
just
is
saying.
mad. He wants in. I'm like, "Do you
Mhm.
even watch Drag Race, Sam Moore? Like, do you even watch?"
Gosh, I'm scared.
Oh, oh, that's so funny.
I mean, if he does, like, yeah, pop in. Come on.
Yeah. So yeah, so yeah, her name is
Uh-huh.
Miss Cracker. I agree. Unfortunately, she was in the top a lot of this season. So a lot of the lip syncs are not that great because she like it's interesting because she can dance, but it's kind of like I don't know, it's
Can
kind of like
she?
a disconnect. Yeah, she
Uh-huh.
can. It's just kind of a disconnect. This
She
one,
learned to dance. It's like she learned to dance
right,
in a I have, a friend who, um how do I put she didn't have rhythm, and
right.
she took a hip hop, dance class, which was
Yes,
very out of place,
very
but
that.
then when I saw her, like, out this was years ago, went out to the club, and she's, like, doing her little moves, and it's like, okay, the moves are there, and you get the 1, 2 step, but, like, the thing is,
Yes.
it's not connecting, and that's what I'm getting with, with Brianna Cracker.
That is exactly that. It is exactly that. It's like there are the moves, but where is the heart, the soul to it? It truly is. And then her and Morgan, so they do "Where Have You Been" by Rihanna, which is a great
Uh-huh.
song. Um, but I don't know if Morgan McMichaels would be the first person I'd be like, yeah, let's give her a Rihanna song. And so a lot
No.
of their costumes were doing a lot of the heavy lifting. Like Morgan had a cape that she was swinging around.
Mhm.
They were doing the thing where we don't necessarily like, where they kinda were very cooperative together, but it involved, like, Morgan McMichael's pointing at Miss Cracker's crotch. I was like, "I don't like when people point at other people's privates." Like, that is
Yeah,
so weird to me.
it is.
So, I'm very okay with putting this somewhere in not today, Satan. Yeah, thank you, Lavina.
Mhm,
Lavina says she's trying to be this campy theater girl, and I feel like she doesn't hit a lot. This is I'm assuming this is Cracker, and I agree. Like, and Cracker's whole
yeah,
storyline in season 6 was so weirdly edited. They were kind of like, "Oh, is Cracker being like a bitch because she's telling everybody her opinions, and is she too uptight?" And like, it was the weirdest villain edit, I think. I think
mhm,
they were trying to give her a villain edit, but it just didn't
yeah.
make sense.
I don't like an insecure villain edit, you know what I mean?
Yes,
That's kind of what
yes.
it was, because it's just uncomfortable. Because 'cause you're like, they don't know the villain, and they're actually probably a nice person, but, like, they're just not good with words, and
Right.
kind of awkward and not liked. Um, I think that's,
No,
it
I
could
don't think
go
anything's gonna beat
it could go
Raven
to
and
the
Alexis
floor
for
if
me.
it needs to.
I don't
No,
even
it
think it
doesn't. It
needs
doesn't, Mari. It doesn't.
no, 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 I'm
Because
sorry. I'm looking at every time I go to this tier, I just look at Raven and Miata and Alexis like, "Why are you even in this tier?
hold on.
You
Let
should be
me
higher up."
as you look at this, by the way, I'm making it full screen so I can actually see. Because for a peek behind the scenes, I've been looking at like a 2-inch version of this tier
Oh,
list as
sorry,
Mari
yeah.
talk. No, that's me because so many things on this screen. But
That's true.
also, yeah, it could go low, Mari.
Yeah, it could go low.
How low can you go?
Half
How
of me
low
wants to
can you
put it
go?
in I'm not gagging.
It should go. But okay, no, put it under I'm not gagging. Because what is it doing for us? And if it's not doing anything for us,
It's
then why would we
not
even put it above
'cause
anything?
I still think
That's
this
fair.
BB Trixie lip sync wasn't no, that was still wait, BB and Trixie, which lip sync was
No,
that?
BB was this the one the Diana Ross.
Oh, yeah, okay, no,
That
that wasn't
wasn't
a good
bad. That
that
was
wasn't
yeah, that should go
but yeah,
below that. That should go below that.
Cracker should go below that?
No, I think that's
You should
yeah.
switch it?
No, no, no. I think you have in the
Oh,
right
I'm good.
spot. You have in the right spot.
Yeah. Like, as I'm looking, like, I'm like, "Okay, definitely not today," but then as I'm looking at the not today ones, I'm like, even some of these are still entertaining. I was not entertained with Where Have You Been?
No.
I just
And
realized that.
honestly, you know what I would really be interested in would be, like,
Torture.
seeing, like, Rihanna from the Super Bowl on stage between the 2 of them, and, she's pregnant doing her thing, but, like, I she wins the lip sync every time, if you ask me.
If you say so. Uh
It's sickening when Rihanna does it, regardless of
Yeah.
what she does, so
Next up, we have Shea Coulee versus
Rihanna, I'm sorry.
Vanessa. Vanjie Mateo
Magic.
performing Madonna Open Your Heart. So again, so in the last lip sync, and I'm trying not to bring so much context because this is technically
Yeah.
not a drag race podcast. We're supposed to just be doing the lip syncs, but I
Uh-oh.
think we have to really talk about this mechanism because they bring in Morgan McMichaels to do Where Have You Been? Just so happens to be the episode where her sister Mayhem Miller gets voted out by the group, basic goes home.
Mm, mm.
And I was like, oh, that's odd. Next up, we get the Madonna Open Your Heart. Vanjie comes out. They have Vanjie doing a Madonna song. Again, not the first person I would associate with a Madonna song. Like, if you are hand choosing
Yeah.
the lip sync assassins, you should
Mhm.
also hand choose the song for them. Like, it should be a
You're
song
right.
that's in their bag because you want to, I would want to push my all stars to have to really come for this lip sync assassin.
It
So
exactly. And this is like
yeah.
the one example where production
Mhm.
interference is totally okay because we know that productions like they're choosing someone like in theory they're handpicking someone for that spot.
Yeah.
Now, I'm with you. I agree. I feel like maybe there was a scheduling thing between the two of them and they had to like switch it
So
up or something. I don't know.
no, listen to this.
Uh-oh, you know.
So Vanjie comes and does this lip sync on the same day that her mother, Alexis Mateo, is eliminated.
Rude.
So that's two instances in a row where the lip sync assassin comes when their like bestie is being voted out.
I
You know what I'm
wonder what
saying?
that's like. I have to sit with that. 'Cause
Right.
I don't
It
really
feels weird, right?
it feels like they couldn't plan that well. Like, they really it's like, when did they contact the lip sync assassins? When did they have
Mhm.
an idea that so and so would be go I mean, and also, maybe it's just a case where it's like, maybe it's luck and a coincidence, but also it might just be a case like Alexis Mateo could go home whenever, so let's just wait until they I
Because
don't know.
my thought process is it takes about 2 to 3 days to record the week in Drag Race, right? Like 2 days or something like that, I think, if I remember correctly.
Controversy.
So, by the rehearsal, the producers kinda know who might be in trouble. The producers are always are also story writers. I don't know why I almost blanked out there. So, the story is also being written, remember? Like, this is reality, but it's still a story. So, the producers
Ooh.
might know who's close to be going home next.
But the
And
X factor is the lip sync assassin, because it's
yes,
like it's the scheduling.
but the lip sync assassins find out that they what song they're doing the day of. Like the
But
I think the lip sync assassins aren't they're called like, hey, you guys are gonna be the lip sync assassins for the season. Clear your schedule, make sure you're available between these 5 days
Mari,
or something like
what
that.
year was this filmed? Was this in the pandemic?
No, 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 no. This was pre-pandemic. This
Okay, because
was
I was gonna go on a theory because I'm just like, and in the pandemic circumstance, like they could get these girls and have them, and like they don't need
mhm.
to have necessarily because they have to have the quarantine period anyway. So they could have like multiple lip sync
That is
assassins on
true.
deck at once and then plug them in. But I don't really
I'm
know what to tell you to be honest
yes,
about that.
season 6 was during the pandemic. See, All-Star 6 was the
The next season that
wait,
we'll
wait,
talk
wait, wait,
about.
wait. Yes. Yes. Yes, this was pre-pandemic. So yeah. But I don't
Okay.
know. Maybe I just let me just take my
Your
conspiracy
crown.
theories
Oh.
hat off. um and then of course Lavina
Evergreen.
is right. We definitely need to talk about
When
how
is
Shay is one of
Lavina
the
not
most
right?
beautiful people ever.
Uh-huh.
Just stunning.
Perfect.
Stunning. But
Perfection.
this lip sync, okay, all that aside, this lip sync, Shay, great job. Vanjie,
Mhm.
great job. Like Vanjie was being very cutesy. I think she was having trouble getting out of her. I don't know if she was really trying to get out of her little half coat there or not. Um, but it was cute. Again, there a lot of cooperation where there was like this weird moment. I was like, are they about to kiss? Like it
Um,
was like but other than that, it was just a cute
uh-huh.
lip sync to me.
Yeah, I mean,
I
I
would throw it
don't
in the third tier for me.
yeah, Vanjie, it's tough. This isn't what I would have wanted for Vanjie. But again, I think it comes down to Shay just kind of
Doing the
slaying
dang
the
thing.
situation. Yeah, doing the damn thing. So I'm with you.
Mhm.
And we're not looking at the tier list right now if you have it pulled up, Mari.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Sorry, sorry. Thank you, thank
See, I had to like
you.
predict if you were like moving it.
I wasn't, but,
Oh, okay, no problem.
yeah, no, I agree, and Shay was going, like, full pop star, like, this is what like, Shay be in her bag when it's, like, a Madonna or a
Hmm.
Gaga or something like that, it's like, her breadth of knowledge of pop star dancing is just insane,
Mm.
um, so I would put it somewhere around stunning. I think I would put it above the Fifi and Alaska
Hmm.
lip sync here because I know you didn't necessarily like that one, right? Fifi and
Yeah,
Alaska? I was
I
higher on Fifi
I
and
didn't like
Alaska.
it really. I thought it was kind of simple.
Yeah. Um,
This wasn't especially complex though, so I wouldn't call anything that Shay does simple, but
right. So, do you agree it should go here or no? It's
mm,
between Alaska and Fifi and Monet and
sure,
Manila.
sure.
What
I'm okay
song
with
did
it.
Monet and Manila
I'm
do?
okay with it because yeah, I'm okay with leaving it there. I didn't feel
I said
that
Monet, I'm
strongly
sorry,
about this one.
Mohart and Manila.
Yeah, I'm okay with where it is though.
The
I
Bitch is
don't.
Back.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
That was no, that was the song. So, I don't
Oh.
know. You said you don't feel that strongly about
I
this
felt
one.
like this was below the bitch's back, but like just slightly on my rankings. So
What do you
yeah.
mean?
Below the bitch's back.
Yeah, Below the Bitch is Back. Okay. So here, you're really like, I do not care.
No, I care. I'm just looking at my spreadsheet, but then I'm also thinking, I'm like, but I do have it below the bit. I have a few things below from between like the bitch's back um and then Shay and Vanjie, but it's
Oh,
funny
you do?
because we have not touched on.
On them yet. Okay.
Wow, we really haven't, which is funny. Yeah.
That's very funny. Okay, 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 okay.
Hmm.
So next up is One Last Time. They're performing One Last Time by Ariana Grande. It's
I'll
Miss Cracker
hmm
versus Roxy Andrews.
I'll start. Let me just get this out of
Please.
the way. Um, so Roxy showed up. Roxy said, "I'm gonna give you my
Whew.
signatures. I'm gonna turn around and give you my thick and
Ugh.
juicy. I'm gonna give you the reveal with like the
Yes.
juiciness." And Roxy did what Roxy
Oh my
does, and it
god.
was great, and it was a
It was
moment because
so
you're like,
good.
"Oh my gosh, we have Roxy Andrews back."
Yes.
But
Uh-oh.
but all it was the but, you know what I'm saying? Like, we got that from
Stop it.
Roxy, but we didn't. What did we get from what's her Bernice Crack? Oh, Brianna Cracker.
Yeah.
What did we get from her?
Nothing. Yeah,
Exactly.
Miss Cracker disappeared in this lip sync, but I don't care. Roxy Andrews, don't you just say it was Roxy's butt.
uh,
When Roxy took her coat off to the beat, I
sure.
was gagged.
No,
Like,
there was a lot, but
oh,
Mari, I have to say, like,
I
here's the
love
thing.
Roxy Andrews so
Here's
much.
this thing. Like, a weird rule I'm just gonna make up is that it is kind of sad when the lip sync assassin comes in and just trounces the
Yeah.
person who's in the competition. And this picture of Miss Cracker
Oh, so
standing on
weird with
stage
no
almost, I
eyebrows.
don't know if it's before or if it's after, but it looks like she's about to cry. And honestly, I would too if
I think it's
I was
after.
standing
Not having
next
no
to
eyebrows.
Roxy Andrews in this situation. So for me, I had this ranked very low. This was in my not
Mm.
today Satan tier because of just like how embarrassed I felt for Miss Cracker. My empathy
I
receptors were
think it's
going
very
off.
funny. I think it's very funny when we have these split lip syncs. I feel like you bring the lip sync down because of the poor performance, and
You
I
bring it
bump
up,
them up because of the
but to me specific. Well, but like but it's funny because like it's the opposite with Monet. I would have had juice even higher. But the
uh-huh.
thing is, I just don't like the fact that Roxy wasn't even in the competition. So I'm just like,
Exactly.
why isn't Roxy here? Like, because we get a good performance from Roxy, and then Roxy's gone.
I
like
know.
I don't want John Cena to come back out of nowhere to have a match for the first time in forever at WrestleMania and beat, Austin Theory, who's there week in and week out. I want Austin Theory to win because he needs it. So I felt like Miss Cracker needed this, but this was just another L. And I didn't like watching it because I don't like Brianna Cracker.
This is literally one of the ones where it's like, take Cracker out. And I said thick and juicy has to go to the second tier or top of 3. I specifically, when I wrote
Oh
my
no.
notes, when I wrote my notes, I just gave my thoughts on the notes. Whenever I put the actual tier in there, I was
Uh-huh.
like, you have to remember that this is the tier that this needs to go in. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Here's
I
my
only wrote the actual
Yeah.
tier on some of these
Let me
because
give
I'm
you
like,
another
this is the feeling that
consideration.
I'm doing right now. This is my feelings for right now. So remember this feeling and your feeling that this is second tier or top of 3.
Let me give you this. Let me give you something else. How
Mhm.
does this do in the grand scheme of Roxy Andrews?
And Roxy Andrews, I think
Oh,
it's
well,
above Roxy and Tatiana, but it's below. Oh, well, Whip My Hair isn't even on this one. So
yeah, I know.
Roxy Andrews, unfortunately, didn't get.
Whip my hair
Yeah,
is like the best. But
best of the best.
yeah,
So,
one of them.
unfortunately, because of what happened with Roxy and All Stars 2, she didn't get a chance to lip sync that often because she was
Mm,
often in the bottom.
that's a
So,
shame.
yeah, so we can't really compare it to her other All Stars run. Um,
Yeah. And you know what though? Like, I know what
yeah.
Roxy's thing is. She's like, give me a sewing challenge and I'll give you what you like.
Yeah,
But the
yeah.
thing is that
Oh,
like they're
can't
just
wait.
so I don't this I respect the Roxy thing. To me, I wasn't that excited by it though. Because I was
Mhm.
uncomfortable watching Miss Cracker try.
I can't believe. All right, it's
But
fine. So
the,
so you want it
so
somewhere low then.
yep.
You want it somewhere not to like not today.
Yeah, and I'm okay with being dragged by the people. It's fine if they're mad. But it could be even at the top of Not Today, Satan, if you want it to.
Nothing's beating Raven and Alexa and Yara.
That is like a
I'm gonna just
weird.
do this. I'm just gonna put it here at one at
No,
one
leave it at the.
point.
Okay, yeah. Well, okay, yeah, we could. Okay, that works. Either way, either way, that works for me. I like where you place this.
Yeah, because I do think this
Yeah.
lip sync is better than all of these lip
It
syncs,
was a little. It
hands
was a.
down.
Yeah, yeah.
Every
I
single one
can't
of
even
these.
say it's meh. This was not meh. It was just
Right,
uncomfortable.
exactly. It wasn't uncomfortable for me. I love Roxy Andrews. Jesus.
Oh
Oh,
no, Roxy's amazing. I love Roxy
whew.
too. I just wish Roxy came. I wish there was a thing where it's like, ooh, think about this, a twist where it's like, oh, you get beaten by the lip sync assassin. Well,
They
they
take your
take your
spot.
spot,
That
which would be
would
totally
be
messed up, but
insane. Like, how do
something
you
like
even
that.
prepare for that? It's like they take your spot and you have to give them all of your like drag pieces
And
because
they're
like
well,
because they're not even
yeah.
prepared.
I think just like maybe
That's
not to
so
they take
funny.
your spot, but like they have a chance to come back into the
Yeah.
game.
Matt,
I
we
don't know.
have to
Okay,
go.
Mari,
Like we
speed it
have to
up. Speed it up. I have all the
we
photos
are
pretty
an
much pulled up too for the.
we are an hour in and we
Yeah,
have only
but
talked about
you
like
are the
6 lip
one
syncs.
who's so passionate
Oh, it's
about
really
this.
funny because I feel like I'm waiting on a picture to be brought up.
Oh, damn.
I didn't wanna have to
Oh
call.
no, this is okay. We'll be quick about this one. We could
Okay.
practice being quick.
Oh, yeah. This was Mama, this was garbage. Like,
I mean, for including the eye makeup from Miss
this
Crackers.
this is
Actually, just in general,
this was
like
so
we're
bad. Yeah,
getting the Joker versus Kennedy.
the the clown eye makeup, horrendous. This is what pissed me off. I was like, "Why would you have Kennedy freaking Davenport come and do a Reba McEntire song?" Like, this is insane. So, yeah, I was why would you yeah,
That's
that's
really funny.
bottom tier, bottom
That's
tier.
really funny because every time I've seen this on paper, I'm like, oh, they did that. They did that Adele song.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, bottom
No,
tier.
it was not the Adele song.
No, unfortunately.
I don't even know where to put it here on this. I'm putting it. I'll put it right.
Where did I put it? It where is it? I can't even find it. It's so low. Yeah.
Ms. Cracker and Kennedy Davenport.
Oh my gosh, Mari. That
You can't
look at
even find
that.
it on your spreadsheet?
I think I must have they're low. They're low, Mari.
It
Miss
was
Cracker
so
has a string
bad.
of lowliness.
Yeah, like, Cracker wasn't doing much. Kennedy, Kennedy I don't know. It looked like Kennedy was mad that they gave her that song. Like, why would you bring in, like, one of the dancing divas and give them a slow country ballad? Like, what?
Oh, by the way, I will say, you know what? I didn't even have it on my spreadsheet, but you know why? Because there's another rumor has it that we're going to talk about, which
Oh,
is
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
Adele one. I knew that they
Yeah.
did that one.
So, this is the final 3 lip sync for the crown. Janelle Monáe, Make Me Feel. This will be one of the only three-way lip syncs that I say should go somewhere very close to the top. And it's literally only because of Shea motherfucking Coulee.
Well,
Her
yes.
performance in this lip sync, like, I rolled my eyes when I was like, "You're gonna have all 3 of them doing this performance," like, so annoyed. And Cracker doing her cracker stuff, just
The
doing the
co-
weird
the
dances.
I don't even know what to
The
say. Like the
cone bra was she tried to
sand,
do
it
a
was like
stunt.
sand. It looked like sand was
I
coming
don't know
out.
what it was. It was I think it's supposed to be some sort of smoke. I don't think
Oh,
it
I'm sure it was supposed to be something.
but it didn't work.
No,
Juju was actually like, just over there like doing
in
that
the
old
middle.
school style of drag.
Yes.
Yeah, she was singing every word. She was like giving it like just a regular type of lip sync, right? Like she was like just filling the words, kind of whatever. Shea motherfucking Coulee gave us a performance. The pop beat style of this track, it's very reminiscent of a Prince song. And Shea
Hmm.
Coulee comes out acting like a doll that's come alive.
Right?
She's moving her body to the beat in
Because
such a
she
way. Oh my god, the beat on her face too, like how she's made up this tight gown that she's in, this hair, this color, it lends to the whole like Barbie come alive thing. And she at one point she's doing like the robot.
uh-huh.
Everything is on beat, and as the song progresses, she's moving more and more and more. And I was like, girl, I had to throw my shoe at the
Oh
TV.
no.
Shea Coulee, if there was any doubt, like
Your
this
shoe.
season, this season of All Stars was basically made for Shea Coulee to win. And she comes on, she gets a few
Yeah.
wins, but because of the mechanism where only one girl wins, as opposed to two, like on the previous ones, she doesn't have the most wins on the season. Like we said, Cracker technically has the most wins on this season with I think 3. I think Shea had 2.
I don't even know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Okay, no, Shea had 2. Shea had 2 wins, Cracker had 3 wins, Juju had 1 win.
Mari, you don't have to we don't need to go into the
Sorry,
wins
I
that
know,
these
I know.
people
Okay, I'm sorry,
have
I'm sorry.
because the thing
I'm
is they were
trying
not
to
even
make a
close to
point.
as good. They weren't even close to
Right.
as good. Like you're
I'm
just
trying to make a
watching the
point.
lip
If
sync.
you if
Yes.
you thought going into this, if they put it on Shay, it's because it's rigor mortis. She
No.
proved in this lip sync that she deserved to win.
There
That's
are
what I was
haters.
trying to say.
I mean, it shouldn't even you're 100% right and I just don't understand how that was even a conversation,
Right.
you
And
know?
I struggle to put it in gooped because I kind of want to, because I I love this performance by Shay. The
No.
problem is I don't like the performance from the other 2 people in the lip sync.
I would put it honestly, I would put it at the bottom of sickening.
At the bottom of sickening.
Yeah, you know how I am with the you know, because like
Yeah, I'm
really
fine with
for
that.
me, and it was Juju was on like was writhing on the ground, but
Yeah.
Miss Cracker, especially just doing the smoke reveal, I'll call it the sand reveal. It really
Yeah.
did look like sand. I was just like, this stop distracting from the art, please.
It was so weird.
Yeah.
All right. So we're leaving season 5. We're entering season 6, the season with the most lip syncs
We're gonna
ever.
look, Mari. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get through these. We're gonna
One,
go.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
We're gonna
7,
do it.
8,
We're gonna
9,
do it. We're gonna
10,
do it. We're gonna do it.
11.
We're gonna get through
Yeah,
these. We're gonna get through a lot of these in an hour.
we
That's what
are.
I'm gonna
We
say.
are. For the ones I don't like, I'm going to keep it simple. I
Yeah,
don't like it. For the ones
yeah.
I feel like I got to talk about, I got to talk about it.
Plus,
Okay.
like, also, I will say, like, there's a whole string of, well, we'll get there, but of Silky. Spoiler
I
alert.
love
That
yeah.
Yeah, but I think there's a lot that we could kind of, a lot of things we probably don't want to repeat again and again. Now, Mari, I
Yeah.
actually need you to start out with this
This is
one
fine. Um
because I'm curious to hear your thoughts.
I mean, Coco Montrese comes
Sure.
out. She looks great. She kills it.
Mhm.
However, did she accidentally leave her like baking powder under her eyes? Like, I think she accidentally left her baking powder on.
I thought that was just I don't understand Coco's makeup
Yeah,
ever.
yeah,
So
yeah,
I thought
I
that was,
agree.
but I
You thought that
did
was
know.
intentional.
No, I mean, yeah, like, cause you have, I mean, of course, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was intentional.
Yeah,
It
I
was
don't know. To me, I was just like, "Oh, I think she put baking powder on and just kind of forgot to, like, wipe it
She did
away."
not forget, Mari. That's the
I don't
problem.
know. Either way, Coco did a good job. I thought Coco did a really good job, like a good job, like a serviceable job, and Yara was just there, and Yara was
You got to
Yara
put
had
this
Yara
lower
did a
than the,
boob yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
the
Yara
other
did a
boob one.
boob gag
Hmm.
that was a continuation from the episode. Like, she did the boob gag in the episode. Rue laughed so hard that she did it again, and
No.
it just got old, and wasn't funny. This was not a good lip sync. I did not like it.
Agreed. It's low. And just in the context of also watching this alongside Trinity, when Trinity had the saggy
Yeah,
ones,
exactly.
I just was like, stop it. Like, just stop doing this. Like, it's not,
It's
you
not
have your prop,
funny.
but you don't need to, you know, you have to like play to the song as opposed to just like swinging around. And this is, I said this in part 1. Yara, not my favorite lip syncer. I love the energy, just I want some more intention and fit with the songs.
So, good over here, and I'm not gagging?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Above Trinity's
I mean,
Trinity's
I had it a lot higher on my thing,
Oh,
like toward
really?
the middle, but I think that
Middle
that's
of
the
I'm
right.
not gagging?
No, I like where you're putting it, especially
Okay.
with the Coco makeup stuff there too. Because I'm just like, look, Coco, like someone buy Coco a mirror, please.
All right, next up. Um Oh, sorry.
Oh,
That
oh,
was my fault. Okay. Miss You Much. Janet Jackson,
hmm.
Raja O'Hara versus Brooklyn Heights.
This was so highly
Season
ranked for
11.
me. I don't know why. I don't remember
Matt,
why.
Matt
What? What?
gooped. Gooped.
Okay.
This is
This
one
was
of
at
my
the top of
favorites.
this was at the top
Yeah.
of the of sickening for me.
Mhm.
I don't remember why.
You don't remember it was a good lip sync. It was really good. They both were just like embodying the song. They had the 80s stuff. They also had like the acrobats. Like, it was good. The song, can't go wrong with Janet.
The
Great.
acrobatics. It's the
Yes.
acrobat. That was it because that was the big thing
Yes.
for me because I started watching it and I'm like, okay.
It
And
was a
then
double
they
Shantae
like
too.
bam, bam, bam. Like it was just like left and right. There was like some like they're pulling out tricks, but it all fit with the song. So
Yes,
this grew on me
exactly.
as
Mhm.
I watched it, as it
Perfect
went
lip
along,
sync.
because I didn't remember how much they were doing. They were pulling out all the stops.
Yeah.
And it just
The
felt like like another Friday, right? But they were
Mhm.
really going all
Raja, I
out.
love Raja O'Hara, and again, season 11 is one of my favorite seasons, and Raja O'Hara got such a really bad villain edit to the point where she was, like, bullied online and stuff, and I
That's
even
rude.
remember yeah, it was bad. I even remember watching that season and seeing, like, her reactions and being team Raja because what we find out later is she was going through her own things, which kind of made her act out on screen, which I could
I
see
mean,
even then. And I
yeah.
I was team Raja all the way. So to
Yeah,
see
I was
her
gonna
get this
say,
arc was great.
she
So
did not feel like a villain. It was kinda
it,
like what we talked about earlier, like the unwitting villain or just, like, kinda someone who falls into that because of
well,
whatever place
actually
they are in their life, but she did
the
not feel like a true villain to me, like,
to me no, but the
it
edit they
wasn't
tried to
fun.
bury her
Oh,
in the edit.
100% in
Yeah.
the edit they did, yeah, I
Yeah.
remember that. Again, like, that was the thing where I never liked Raja because of that, you know? I just kinda felt uncomfortable, like, I just didn't like Raja as a person, as a
Mm,
character on the show, but as a performer, ah,
yeah. So I think her and Brooke have to go to the top. Bottom of Goop is great for me.
uh-huh.
I'm thinking. Um
Let me tell you something.
okay.
This lip sync, Mari,
Yeah.
I'm you see me right now, I'm struggling
Yeah.
to catch my breath
That first stunt
because
don't count.
oh, I know it doesn't, but damn, the rest of it. Trinity K. Bonet and Laganja Estranja, one of my favorite lip syncs. Ever
Agreed.
since watching it, I've been thinking about it. I've been thinking about that this song, listening to it. Like this lives rent free in my head. I'm surprised it's not at the top of my list, but it
Mhm.
is damn high on the Gooped and it is
It has
easily
to be
Gooped.
Goop. It's
100%.
easily Goop. Like, Laganja comes out swinging, that gag where she ju yeah. How do you jump into a split from the top?
He's like,
And
I'm
Trinity
medicated, girl.
yeah, yeah. Trinity said, "That first stunt don't count," and that takes me out every time.
Yes.
I wanted Laganja on a like all-star season immediately after this. I'm so mad she's not on one.
Yeah.
I know she's at a better place in her life.
Oh,
Like this made me like
100%.
a big fan of Laganja. I mean, I've always
Ugh,
been a fan of hers, but like this made me get on like social media, follow her journey, listen to like the things she's been through and how she's like
yeah,
come out the other side. And I am
yeah.
like, oh, I want her on an all-star season
This
as
is
soon
my
as possible.
this is the, best Laganja performance
Yeah,
ever, in my
ever.
opinion.
Mhm,
Laganja looks so joyful and happy and
mhm.
energized and, like, jubilant, and, I think a lot of I'm just, like, so again, like,
So
literally
good.
struggling to catch my breath, like, just thinking about it. I love this. This is absolutely gooped. Now
And TKB was killing it. Like
oh,
Trinity
100%.
was killing it. She was giving so much choreo. Like, oh, I
Mhm,
love the choreo she was doing. The fan came
mhm.
out. It was good. This was a great lip sync. It was a
Yep,
battle.
yep, yep, yep. How high do you wanna put it up,
Oh,
gooped?
I put it at the I put it at top.
Oh,
I put it at the bottom of Goop because I think it's still cool. I still
okay.
think yeah,
We're
I'm
fine,
good
we're
with it
fine,
there.
we're
Yeah,
fine. We'll
yeah.
be okay, we'll be
Mhm.
okay. Woo, okay. We might have to fight this one out. Jan
Fight this one out?
no, 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 not this
Okay,
one.
I was like, because
Wait,
this is not good, mama. This is
where
not
does this go? Yeah, no, Jessica Wilde and Jan, and congratulations to
how
Jessica
do you make
Wilde on being brought back for some
for
reason.
season 8, yeah.
But Jessica Wilde definitely looked like, a little bit more like Britney Spears here. Jan always makes choices, and I rarely actually, you
Agree
know
with
what? She
them.
deserves I was gonna say
You
that, but
rarely
she
agree with them.
she does deserve more credit than she gets from me and everyone else, but
Mhm.
this was not
It
it.
wasn't
Like,
good,
and
like
I had it at the top. I actually had this at the top of Not Today Satan because in my mind, that's like literally this is the epitome of Not Today Satan. Like, Jan, don't try to fool me in thinking that this is good. Don't.
mm,
It's good,
mm,
but don't try to fool me into thinking it's
mm.
anything better because Jan would tell you all day that it's better than it was. So,
It was a very forgettable lip sync,
mhm.
to a
Well,
great
other than like the
song, like,
twitching,
it
like
to
she
me
was.
yeah, to me, this should
Why
have
was she
been
doing that?
better. This is Britney Spears, and we got, like Jessica wasn't bringing it for me. Like, I don't even remember her being a lip sync assassin. So when she showed up, I was like, okay, choices. And then when she had this song, it was like she was mediocre. Jan was doing weird neck twitches. Um,
Yeah, which like
Akira in the background was over it just because of what was happening
well,
at the
it's just like
time.
what is Jan trying to do? It
I don't know.
at the like yeah,
It was like she was trying to like a stalking
and I don't
type
have yes, but
character.
like how did I don't know. Yeah,
It didn't
exactly.
make sense with
It
the
just didn't
song.
fit with the song, and
Yeah.
it was a choice.
So would you put it above Valentina and Farrah? Would you
Damn,
put it
you
in
put it
Not
to
Today? Or would you put a I
no, I'm
don't
happy. I
like
was
it. I truly don't like it. And
I
I
don't
can't
either. Put it wherever you're gonna put it there. To me it was under Not Today, Satan, and it was high up, but
like I didn't like anything from I
I
didn't
don't
like
want it
anything
to be
from
higher.
either one of them. I didn't like anything from either of them. So
Mm,
like Trinity and Jasmine, I think Trinity did good in that lip sync. The Bindala, Krim, and Shangela lip
below
sync, I
that.
actually am okay. I like that one. Um,
Yes.
I didn't like the Mohart versus Trinity. What did they did? What did they do? I feel like I just looked this up and it must be that forgettable that I keep forgetting when I think of you. Yeah, When I Think of You by Janet Jackson. Very forgettable. Yeah, yep.
Just throw it in there somewhere. And we could really I think when we get through these because one, I think we'll save
We can
time by
order
just
them around.
yeah, I think we'll save time by just
Yeah,
throwing them in, but then just like looking at all of them, we could tweak things around a little bit, I think.
that's true. I agree. Okay. Oh gosh, I
But
really didn't like that. Ugh,
this
anyways.
next one
Ugh.
uh,
When I tell you
top 5.
I love this lip sync. I love this lip sync. I love a good like a theatrical moment.
Yeah.
Lizzo, I had never heard this Lizzo song at the time.
I
Like
don't
I
think
did
I don't I mean I probably had, but I didn't even like it didn't really
like
register for me.
register. Right,
Yeah.
exactly. So when this song starts, I'm like, okay, perfect. Ginger Minge acting out basically everything that the song is saying. In the song, like Lizzo is looking for her phone. She's drunk. It's after the club. She's looking for the phone. I think this works because this song itself is a very narrative driven song. So, like songs that have a narrative that paint a picture for you, I love those type of songs. And
Mhm.
Ginger Minge, like acting out that narrative on top of Mayhem Miller also acting out the narrative.
Yes.
And then at one point, it just collides for the both of them, and it's just so great. Oh
Mhm.
my god, I love this lip sync.
And
If
it's
you haven't seen
going
this lip sync, go watch
oh,
it right
1000%. And it's going and like literally get to the end and
now.
we've talked Mari about like the interaction and I'm seeing
Yes.
Mayhem take off a shoe,
Yes.
go for Ginger like I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna
Yeah.
get you. And like literally it's like, "Oh, it's
No,
in your hand." Okay,
it's in
good.
your
It's like
head.
the song. It was
Oh.
so beautiful. It was beautiful.
So
This is a
good. Like,
top one.
I
It's
don't even
top.
know how they accidentally did that synergy at the end there. Just like you said, Ginger's like asking, like, "Where's my phone?" And it
Walking away.
oh my god. And when they both like go back and forth with the duck walks.
Yeah. And it's like the
Oh,
versatility of it
so
too. Like I love that
good.
Ginger was like cuz Ginger did give like to her credit, it wasn't all humor. She gave a little sexy, she gave a little
Mhm.
like, she really gave all of it. And I really appreciate that about Ginger. She was like all over the place, doing everything,
I love this lip
giving
sync.
it her all. And that's what we want. We want people who are going to give it their all every lip sync.
I'm trying to decide if it
Put it up the
goes
Okay, Mari, let me just pitch this. I would start at the top, right? Like if we put it at the top of Gooped
why?
because it's that good, but also I think it's better than everything else that we have on there so far.
I You think it's better than Shut Up and Drive?
Uh-huh. Mhm. I think Shut Up and Drive was great for its time, but I just think we
Mhm.
evolved out of it a little. Like things got more complex, more theatrical, bigger. But
Bigger.
I mean, and I'm happy also to put it behind Shop and Drive because
I'm fine
but
with that.
that works for me right there works for me. Shut Up and Drive, though,
Woo.
is definitely still a number one top favorite for people. So unseating
Mhm.
that will be controversial,
Very
but
hard.
I kind of feel like we're at the point in history where it's not going to be the top one. Not for
Okay.
me.
I'm fine with that. And like you said, we can try, and if we get through these quick enough, we can kind of reorder them a little bit.
And you know what? We can. Okay. So Manila and Kylie Sonique Love. What was this song?
Dirty. This was Dirty by Christina Aguilera, and
Could
it's
I?
crazy because
Yeah,
like uh Kylie looks like
she
Christina in
did.
that era,
And she was
but
doing the choreography too.
she's doing the choreography, but it was a letdown because Manila
Yes.
wasn't giving it,
And
and
Kylie was doing a lot of acrobatics, but for me, the
what
difference
she
between like
does.
this with Kylie versus like an Evie Oddly is I do feel like Evie brings in the acrobatics but plays the song.
Yeah.
Kylie, I just wasn't too
Yeah.
into this one from either of them, truly.
Kylie looks good. I think the body does a lot of the heavy lifting here because just
Hmm.
her looking like Christina
Yeah.
Aguilera, she basically won it once the song
I
started, to
mean,
be
she
quite
did the
honest.
like the grind, like the dirty grind down
Yeah.
to like she okay, it was great, but that
I had
wasn't
my
what we
notes say
needed.
3rd or 4th tier, honestly. Like, I don't
I mean,
did I say 3rd or 4th
I
tier, or did I
agree.
say
I
4th?
agree. I agree. I
I have
agree
it
with
at,
like
yeah,
how
3rd or
we've
4th
ranked
tier
these, with how
tier.
we've ranked these. It was
Mhm.
solid, but I mean, it was nothing to write home about.
Right. Again, I'm ranking it against one performance, so
Yeah, like
for
that's the
me,
good way to do it,
Kylie, yeah,
honestly.
Kylie's one
Mm,
performance
that's great.
against Roxy's one performance. I like Roxy's better.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I think Kylie versus Trinity's one performance, I like Kylie's better, so I'm gonna put it right there, and
I
that's
agree.
yeah, right, right, right. Alright,
Um, here we go.
so next up,
What did you think of
Dance
this one?
Dance
Yeah.
Again, Pitbull, and J.Lo, where they brought back Alexis Mateo against Trinity K. Bonet.
Hmm.
Meh. Like, I don't even think I have notes for this one. Like, this one I watched, I was like, "Wow, I didn't like that." And
I
then I
like the
watched it again, I was like,
dancing.
"I didn't like it." And the only reason that, Trinity, this is the one where the only reason why Trinity lost is because her wig came off, right?
Uh,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the one where her wig
yeah,
accidentally
I
comes off.
think so. And
She was,
also,
like, serving, and then her wig comes off, and then
did
it's
we
like,
have
yikes.
where okay, just like even cutting to the chase with this one, I feel like I really liked the dancing. I like J-Lo. I like the song, right? But
Right.
like I would put this one in terms of our rankings somewhere where it was good dancing, but just like not really
It
a
didn't
drag
move
race
me.
thing. You know what I mean? It did
Yeah.
not move me either.
Yeah,
But
it
this
did
one,
not
I
move me.
literally was like, "Ooh, fun, fun," but it wasn't doing
I'm
it.
just gonna throw it right here and not today, Satan.
Oh
And like we
no.
said, we'll what you didn't like, that's too low?
No, no, I agree. I was just looking ahead to the next lip
Yeah.
sync.
It's like a string of 3 are these very
Yeah.
bad.
Or
Yeah,
maybe more depending on what I'm seeing after it and everything else.
yeah, yeah. So,
Uh,
this one, Sugar Walls by Sheena Easton. Sheena Easton was the guest at the time.
really?
They bring in Heidi in Closet to do a Sheena Easton song again, stupid. And then, unfortunately, at the beginning, Heidi's wearing it. You can see in this picture, Heidi's wearing
Yeah.
this really tall headpiece, and she's performing, but it's supposed to be a reveal. It's supposed to be a hair reveal, but the headpiece and the gag happens when she's not expecting it. Like, the
Mhm.
hairpiece falls off, it reveals her hair too soon, and it just kind of goes down from there. It's not a good lip sync,
No.
unfortunately.
No, it's not, and I don't really know how to I wish I had something to add for Sugar Balls, but, like, it's also just disappointing.
It's very
Heidi
disappointing.
is a fan favorite on,
Yeah.
so
So
many
glad she's
levels.
back. Yes.
Yeah, but it's just
So
like
glad
this
she's back.
was not a good I mean, right? And I'm glad that this did not factor to, like, "Oh, remember that one performance that was kinda knocked out at all?" Like, I'm glad
Right.
that that didn't hold her back.
Like, Yeah, I forgot about this performance
I did
until I
too.
watched it again, and I was like, "Oh, okay. Oh, okay." And I as soon as the song started too, I was kinda like, I don't think that that is a really good Drag Race song personally for me, but again,
No.
yeah, so
This
I'll
and
just
especially comparing it with, Ginger's last, like, previous
oh, yeah,
performance,
so good.
we just went they just went down. They
Really
just went down.
downhill. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
And
Like the last 3 or 4 lip syncs of this season were very bad. Did you wanna do the lip syncs and then do the SmackDown, or you wanna do the SmackDown before the final lip sync?
oh, the SmackDown before the final lip sync.
Okay.
Yeah, so
So,
we have,
we have
yeah,
one
this
more,
one up
yeah.
next.
Boom Clap by Charlie XCX. So
Literally, it was giving me nothing. What was this?
yeah. I know. So what happened here, I'm thinking
What do you think?
this is what they thought was the final lip sync before the finale. They thought that the finale was gonna be next,
The
or
Queens did?
the Queens did. Yeah, because this was like the final four. This was
Man.
the final five going into the final four.
Mhm.
So Cameron Michaels coming out for Boom Clap, I think was a great choice.
Yeah,
And Cameron Michaels did a great job of embodying the lyrics. I think what
sure.
happened here was um Raja wasn't expecting to win. She was actually very shocked that she won the challenge, even though I think it was well deserved. And also, I think she did not want to be the person who sent somebody home. You know what I'm saying? So I
Yeah.
think Raja did not try to win this at all.
That's awkward.
Raja just literally was like like
They need to get Survivor or some cutthroat show in here because that takes out so much of the fun if you don't want to send people home. Like, you need to be forming alliances,
yeah,
strategizing, cutthroat, cut people,
exactly.
take out, like, do like the Tanya Harding on Nancy Kerrigan, like,
Mhm.
take their legs out, like, do whatever you can. You're trying to win this money. But
And again, at this
mm,
point, it's like there's like, "Oh, the money was rolling over," but it's kinda like, it's whatever, like, it doesn't really matter. In the previous episode, Ginger won, so the money is only
sure.
$10,000 at this point, only. I say only $10,000, so it's just not a good motivator, and I kinda don't
Yeah.
blame her. Nobody wants to be the person who, like, kicks somebody out, of their dream. Again, it's hard when you've been with these people for weeks at this
Yeah.
point, you
I
know?
mean, and that's not what they're casting for. Thankfully, they're not
Right.
casting, like, who's gonna be cutthroat and make good decision like, good game decision, and it's not that. It's like, we get the queens, and we have all their personalities, and it's great. You know, I put this in I'm not gagging.
I'm not gagging.
Um,
Oh, not Raja being in the tier that she authored.
I mean, maybe she should be at the top of the tier
Yeah.
just for that. I mean, not
It wasn't
just for
good.
that.
Oh, it really
It
wasn't good.
wasn't or she could uh, you know what? I mean, I think that's right. If we really you know what? We don't need to be nice to Raja. If we were being nice, we'd put her at the top of the tier she authored, but, I don't think that that's
I
deserved.
was really trying to think if it was better than BB versus Trixie, but I don't know. Anyways, let's keep going. That was not a good lip sync. That's not it was a good lip sync for Cameron. I think Cameron Michaels did a really good job, but again, it wasn't something to write home about.
Mhm.
All right, so now we go to the lip sync SmackDown Perusala or whatever.
Pu what?
This was in one episode.
Redemption?
Yeah, this is a redemption. Yeah.
He said perusal.
I said Perusala. Because
Uh,
I'm making fun of it. But so
how dare you?
in the first
Um,
matchup, we get Jiggly Caliente versus Serena Chacha in a matchup that I was like, this is In Vogue's Free Your Mind is one of my favorite songs of all time.
sure,
And
and
this was bad. This was bad. Like, I think
mm,
bad as in, like, I'm not gagging. Like, this was okay. Like, Jiggly was okay. Serena Chacha was just doing weird things, and she was, like,
yeah,
twirling her hair. I think she was using it as a wig commercial more than anything. Because I don't know if you know, she made that wig. She does wigs for drag
Serena
queens.
Chacha?
Serena Chacha does.
Oh,
So
good
I
for
really
her.
felt like she was, like, just trying to showcase the wig the whole time. It was not
I didn't buy
Go
one.
Girl Give Me Nothing.
Yeah, um, this is gonna be an interesting series of lip syncs to go
Talk
through
about. Mhm.
because, I don't even think that This was not my lowest ranked one out of the lip sync battles, believe it or not.
Really?
Yeah, there's one literally right below it. So basically, it's like this one is tied
Second. Oh.
with one other one, but we'll get
I'm
to it.
okay. Okay, I'm
Yeah.
cool with that. Yeah. So, would you put that in I'm Not Gagging?
Mm-mm. You know, it's funny because I didn't have it there,
You had it not
but
today?
I had it a little higher up, but I really, you know, when
Got
you
you.
like, you're not willing to put it, you could put it at the bottom of that one. But honestly, Mari,
Oh,
like,
not today?
I'm not like, yeah, in not today because I'm just not, you know, when like, you know, the day after you might be feeling some kind of way, but then a couple days later, you're just like,
Mhm.
I'm not gonna defend this. That's how I feel about that one,
Oh,
but
okay. Yeah, yeah.
it wasn't that bad. Like, it wasn't really bad at all, and Jiggly did a good job, but she did what like, this was it. Like, she was struggling this season. I feel like Jiggly should not have been on this All-Star season
Mm.
just because it didn't seem like her head was in Drag Race
Yeah, yeah,
or
yeah, yeah.
in that mode, so that's how I feel about that one. Um,
Okay. Next up,
yes. Hold on one second. Oh, there we
mhm.
go.
I want you to, like, really, sell this one.
Okay. Well, look, let me just give you like let me give you this is the kickoff of the legacy. The beautiful legacy of Silky Nutmeg Ganache because we have Silky here getting into it and she said, "Girl, I just want to have fun." And that's exactly what she did. And as you see in this picture, Jiggly Caliente, yes, she has the hands. I did taekwondo growing up as a kid. She has the hands ready to fight. But if you look in her eyes, I feel like it's a look a little bit. You know, you look
Mhm.
in her eyes and you see uncertainty. You look at Silky, her leopard print is on point.
I thought that was funny.
You look over at Jiggly, her leopard prints all over the place, just like her in this lip sync. And then throughout, I mean, there's so much greatness we could say. I wasn't ready for it or expecting all of this, unfortunately. But damn, Mari, let me just jump ahead to the highlight of her pulling out the glass. She pulled out the
Mhm.
glass from her breasts. She pulls out the ice bag from her breasts.
Yep.
She pulls out the mixer, the liquor. She
Yeah.
probably even had like a little olive to throw in there, and she drank it. Like, what?
This is good. I
Drop queen.
this was the moment that I was like, "Damn, Silky," like, this is one of the best episodes of Drag Race,
Yeah.
ever, even though it's just basically 8 lip syncs. You know, normally
Hmm.
that's, like, something you don't wanna sit through,
No.
but Silky, I thought this was the perfect episode for Silky. Like, this was literally Silky's redemption because
Yeah.
on season 11, she was known as the girl who said that, oh, who kept talking about if she needed to lip sync, she would do so. And then when she does lip sync, it was a mess.
Hmm.
Famously, RuPaul says meh at her lip sync. And
Not right.
so, yeah, and again, she also was one of those people that got like bullied online after the show and stuff because she was kind of portrayed as a villain. So Silky coming out, her and Jiggly first and foremost, just talking about, oh, they try to get rid of all the big girls, and
Oh.
that was so funny to me. But she starts making when she starts making that cocktail, just pulling stuff out of her brassiere, I was
Yes.
dying. And then when she finally makes the cocktail and is drinking it and is like using her mouth, like her
With
hand
your
to
lips.
like to mouth the words,
Yeah.
dead. Like this is I love this lip sync. I think Jiggly did a
Yeah.
good job as well. This will be
Everyone should put in that much effort for me. You know, like, I that's the thing when we're talking about wanting to be there, wanting to win. I think
yes,
Silky is maybe the ultimate example of that in Drag
exactly.
Race history of like pulling out every single stop she could find. And
Yes.
obviously, as we see later on, not always landing, but she
Right.
came close.
This one's high for me. I don't know if I to put it in gooped or sickening, to be quite honest. Where do you have it?
Well, just for like Jiggly, I mean, I felt
But
like Jiggly was getting but I'm not gonna let that drag it
Jiggly did a
down.
pretty good
I'm not
job
gonna let
though.
drag this down. I do feel like sickening. It wasn't engooped for me.
Okay.
Yeah, but it
I
was
think
great.
it's
That's right. That's right. I would not put it above Monet, and
Well,
Juju.
that's not that's okay, yeah, Monet and Juju, yeah. And remember, this is not Monet, this is
No, I
Trinity
know,
and
I know, I know. I meant Monet and
because I
Juju.
messed up. Yeah, yeah. Trinity and Monique. So
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Mari's switching things up.
no, I didn't.
I'm just like, what?
Because I know that's your emotions Mariah Carey song that I
Oh my god, I can't do that again.
anyways,
I think I messed up my voice attempting to
attempting
Mariah
to do it.
Carey the other day. I'm here though.
So yeah, first of one of Silky's like really good
Yeah.
lip syncs. Next up we have Expose Point of No Return. So
What?
this
Okay,
is
let me ask you
okay.
something.
Mm-hmm.
What happened? Like what? Okay, so and maybe I'll just spoil it. That to me, this is more like a middle ground lip sync.
It
But
is.
what did Silky do here? Because that's
Um
what these are about. This string
Yeah,
of
I
them is like
thought
Silky.
yeah,
Just
what did Silky pull out? Yeah. What Silky did here was she just outperformed
sad.
outperformed Yara.
I
Like
mean, that's all
honestly,
she had to
there was
do.
no stunts here. Just there was no stunts here. She
Yeah.
revealed to like a bodysuit that had like fringe that she was like shaking,
Oh yeah, the
but
bodysuit.
yeah, the bodysuit. But other than that, it was real simple. She had water and she poured water on herself, but
Oh yeah.
that was it.
Hmm.
Silky just outperformed her. This is where Yara went back to like a boob gag, or she does the like honk honk, and
Yeah.
it just Silky outperformed her. Just
Ran
quite
circles.
honestly, yeah,
Ran
ran
circles
circles
around
around her.
her.
So it is. It's a medium tier. It's a medium tier lip sync out of definitely out of Silky's lip syncs.
So,
Um,
question: have we done? Because I'm just looking at the names of the song and the name of the song, and the names. Have we done "Come Rain" or "Come Shine" yet, Monet and
we did.
Naomi?
We
Okay,
did.
where did we put that? Where is it?
We put that very high. We put it, it's right here, and because I'm sickening.
Okay, because I actually mm, this definitely goes below that.
Okay.
But I have them right near each other.
You have them right near each other.
Yeah, but then again, like the problem for me is it's just like Yara wasn't amazing, but Silky actually. So this is the thing for me with this one with Silky. Silky like actually kept getting better here still. Like
Hmm.
Silky showed out. This was a great performance. It was just a solid technical performance by
I
Silky.
wouldn't, yeah, and I so and because of that, I wouldn't put it in the the sickening category.
I
I
don't
put
want
it
it
in
there
stunning.
either.
Yeah, I put it somewhere, and even that feels kind of too high. Like when you're comparing it to Silky herself,
Yeah,
it's mid tier, right? And because it's mid tier, when you're comparing Silky it just to the Silky performances, I think it kind of the net total is it's even lesser than some of the other lip syncs. You know what I'm
exactly.
saying?
Yes, yes. And oof, but you know, and honestly, I think part of me too, like the Yara of it all. Yara just did not.
So bad.
I just need. I someone send me Yara's best lip sync so I could be
Please.
appreciative for once. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
I might
yeah.
put it just right here. Like maybe above the lip sync for the Crown and All Stars one.
Oh, wait a minute.
And that's it. That's all I'll give it because yeah. It wasn't good at all. All right. Next up, Silky versus Scarlet Envy. They did
Oh,
Share, Song for the Lonely.
yeah. I had this below. Oh my god. We were just talking. So we were just talking about Jiggly and Serena and Free Yourself. And I just was like referencing this one that I had Silky and Scarlet below that.
Are you serious, Matt?
Hmm.
How? How? This was
Scarlet
really good.
Scarlet is dry. Scarlet to me is dry,
Scarlet was
like
not
watching paint dry.
but not as bad as Serena and Jiggly. Like Scarlet was what was happening was Scarlet was trying to do Share. Scarlet was trying to do the Share, like
Mhm.
the Share
What was you know what I think it
tonight.
was? I felt
Mhm.
like, um, just looking at this the, I really feel like Silky almost lost this one.
Are you yeah, I think you're thinking of the wrong one, Matt, cuz this was not the one that she almost lost. She almost lost Heartbreaker
Oh, no, versus Jan. Yeah,
versus
so
Jan.
okay, but In
And
my
they were wearing the
defense,
same thing.
yeah. So, yeah, I don't know, but okay. But in that case, then this was Silky still on her way up
Yeah, it
because,
was.
spoiler alert, I feel like she's on the way up until until Heartbreaker, and then that's the one where she's cutting it a little bit close.
Yeah.
Um,
She flew a little close to the sun. I
yes,
think I like this one, if you watch Silky's performance in this, it is so beautiful. It is so beautiful. I think her look at her makeup right here. It is
the
that this
butterflies.
outfit, the butterflies, and she's really embodying the song. And then when she breaks out the flag at the perfect moment, this was a performance. Like Silky put on a performance here, and Scarlet Envy did better. Scarlet Envy put up a better fight than Yada did, and she put up a better fight than anything that Jiggly and Serena did to me. I would take Scarlet Envy just two-stepping over Jiggly Caliente and whatever Serena Cha Cha were doing. Just because
Yeah,
they, even if Serena Cha Cha was like twerking on her head at one point, it didn't make sense with the song. So
I do like a twerk on the head though.
nah.
You know. Yeah. You know what? And you know what? Maybe the piece of this, if anything, maybe what I was
Mhm.
getting at with Scarlet was Silky is still fighting. Silky is the Muhammad Ali of
Mhm.
RuPaul's Drag Race. Scarlet, and actually, a lot of these girls just didn't seem ready for
Yeah,
all that Silky was
that's very
bringing.
true.
So maybe that was it. I was just like, okay, let's keep going, like on to the next one. This
Like
wasn't, you know,
I personally wouldn't classify this as a one-sided lip sync.
no.
Just because Silky beat her doesn't mean it was a one-sided lip sync. Does
But
that
you
make sense?
also have to remember, it also feels like there was no chance that Silky was gonna lose this one. It didn't feel like it. She had the
Mm-mm.
momentum.
Yeah,
It was
I
so
agree.
unique. And by the way, this is one episode, right? So we're
Yeah,
seeing it, like we're getting the sense that like Silky's going, she's going. Is she gonna do it?
yeah.
And it really felt like that. So to me, this was like let's just keep going. But maybe I'm just not a Scarlet. I'm definitely not a Scarlet person, but
I would put it at the bottom of be because I'm sickening, right? No, 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 no. Sorry. I would put it at the bottom of stunning. You go with that?
uh
Bottom of
yeah.
stunning?
Yeah, Bottom of Stunning's great.
Yeah. Mhm.
I was like, wait, is it high? Is it the bottom of the second tier, not the third? But the bottom of the third is good. Ooh,
This
Barbie girl,
motherfucking lip sync.
Silky, Akira C. Davenport is like, I
Yes.
can't do it. I
Yeah.
can't. What?
So
Yeah,
so what happened? So what happened
thank
is
you. I didn't look this
Akira's
up. I didn't remember.
When Akira's being voted out here, it is on some bullshit. Like Akira didn't deserve to leave that week.
Mhm.
And what it's later revealed is like Akira felt like the producers and like that they knew who they wanted to advance to the finale. Like at this point in the competition,
Well, yeah.
the writing was on the wall who was going to be making it to the end, and this is all speculative, allegedly. I love a Curious Davenport, again another one of the season 11 girls, but she just felt like they didn't believe in her, which I agree. I thought there were definitely some wins that they didn't give her, and a lot of her bottom placements weren't deserved. Rigor mortis sounds about right to me. So when
Mm,
she was leaving, they said, "Oh, here's the game within a game. Do you want to fight to get back in?" And she basically was like, she didn't feel like there was a point to fighting to
there
keep
wasn't.
going because she didn't feel like she would have been backed as a potential winner. So,
There wasn't. There wasn't. I mean,
mhm,
especially at this point, like you really have to not even. I mean, and I'm not saying that. Yeah, I guess I'm trying to make the bigger point with this that like I feel like the producers were eating up Silky's run here everything
Mhm.
that Silky was bringing, so entertaining. So you really have to do something
See,
spectacular to beat
and
her.
Akira said
I
no
agree.
before she didn't
That's
even know
smart.
about any of that
That's
part. Like, she
smart.
didn't even know about the Silky
No,
storyline
the
of it all.
production kind of manipulation of things is
She could
real,
see that. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
so I
So
appreciate that.
yeah, so she decides not to continue on. Silky's like, "Can I still do the lip sync?" And I'm so glad she did.
I
This
wonder,
lip
okay,
sync,
side note, I wonder if they said to her, I don't know why I got this feeling, but I wonder if they said to her, Silky, you should still go. Like, I don't know if someone put in her ear that she should insist that she
I
does
don't
it.
think so.
I wonder. I
I
wonder.
don't think I truly don't think so. I
I
think
don't know.
I believe every word she said on that stage. And oh, and another fun fact about this, Silky says that all of the props that she
Yeah. Where'd they
used,
come from?
they
Her
came
hotel room?
her hotel room. Yeah, she made all of those props in her hotel room as she was waiting for the next lip sync. Like, she was like she said, she put in so much
Obsessed.
work. Yeah, on each of these lip syncs, and I think
That's
that's
why
why.
that's why she had the bag of chips later. That makes so much sense.
Exactly, she thought about every song, put together a
uh,
number for each song, which is
she
why I
did.
think it was a little bit easier for her to, kinda keep going because she was able to prepare. Now, she didn't get the songs that, from what we understand, she didn't get the songs before the girls did. Like,
No.
she still got the songs at the same time that the other girls got them.
Yeah.
But yeah, but she was able to prepare in her hotel room. And so I completely think that she was like, I put a number together and I want the world to see this number.
Yeah.
And this is one of the best. This is our first and only technically solo
Solo.
number in Drag Race history, and it is amazing because,
Mhm.
like, the reactions that the queens are giving, it's like, is this a solo number? Because there's two people on this stage.
Oh my gosh, Mari, I have this as like one of my top one of my I'll call it solidly top 5. I'm not
Yeah,
comfortable saying it's in my top 3, but it is in my top 3, but it's up there.
yeah, I
And
I
you know what?
haven't.
The only thing I would give it, like, I just feel like, small note, but like just a little bit more like awareness from Silky of where her hair is versus where the
Oh,
camera is,
yeah,
so we'd get
mhm.
more of her face, but
Yeah.
that's a very small note.
Yeah, exactly.
She was
Yeah, I
giving
think
body.
because I think her face was pointed towards the judges, but not farther and far enough for the camera. So that was.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but the funny thing is I truly didn't mind because it
No.
kind of made it even funnier when she flipped over to the guy side. You know
Well,
what I'm
that's
saying?
the thing, like, that's the whole thing where it's like you
Yeah.
kind of that's the choice you have to make in that spot.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think that she was emoting enough in her body as well
Yes.
that,
It was a very much body sync.
she did. Yes, yes. Oh my
Ugh,
god.
like, I'm just
Yeah.
thinking of her
So
rolling
good.
around, and she's, like,
Yes.
going from Barbie to Ken to Barbie to
Yeah.
Ken and doing, like, the crybaby on the, and it's just like,
Yeah.
"Oh my gosh, this is, like,
So good.
excellent. Excellence."
So I have her up here at the
Oh, no,
top 5
she's up there in
behind.
the right spot.
Yeah, behind Freaky Money. I think that's perfect.
Mhm.
So this one, okay, so this was the scariest moment for Silky. Pat Benatar, Heartbreaker versus Jan,
Yeah, it was
and
close.
it was very close. It
And
was
also for
close.
all of us, because, like, at the end of the day, of all people, and again, Jan, insanely talented, and I think
Yeah.
that even Rue, like, Rue didn't I don't like how Rue has treated Jan on,
Does not like
on Drag
her.
Race. It's just like, okay, you clearly, it feels like you don't like her, which is relatable. But, I
Mhm.
just, like, she really was so close. And then in, like, I feel like in the last minute of this lip sync, I don't remember how long it is, but Silky started to turn things around, but I'm just like,
Yes,
things
yeah.
are falling apart. Things are falling apart, girl.
Yeah.
Watch out.
So, like, we're even getting the other queens saying, like, "Uh-oh, Jan is giving it to her. Miss Silky better
Yeah.
turn it out," you know? And Jan does a hair reveal, like, that's barely. They both do. There's two hair reveals in this, two wig reveals in this lip sync, and Silky does hers off the top, throws the wig at the judges. Jan does one where it's like, I don't know if they meant that it wasn't caught on camera or if it was just because it was very transitional. Like, so you don't even notice. She kind of flips it off, and I think I didn't even realize it until I watched it for like the third time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I
Yeah.
didn't realize it. Um, so this was close, but Silky's guitar saves her. Silky's
Oh my
guitar
gosh.
saves her.
That
Yeah.
is literally what it was though. And it was scary. And then I see the guitar come out. I'm like, oh,
Mm,
oh, Silky brought a prop. Where the hell did that guitar come from? I don't want to know where she was keeping the guitar, Mari.
yeah.
But I'm
It
glad
was
that
on
she
the
brought
stage
it.
the whole time. It's kind of funny. It was like it was out there. Yeah.
I don't, it's not, oh, but yeah, I was gonna say it was was like on the ground right behind her for a while.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
because when I
It
first saw it in the first time I watched, or the first time I watched it for this, I should say, I thought she just like somehow had it like affixed to her back and just like whipped
to
it
her
out.
coat. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm. Oh,
I,
to yeah.
I wasn't sure, but then I did see it like lying around there. But damn.
Yeah. It was good, and I think that yeah, with with Rue not liking Jan, um, and the story at this point, the storyline was already like Silky is making this run.
Uh-huh.
I wasn't surprised that they gave it to Silky. Um,
Mm,
I think I would put it in. Would you put it in the second tier? I wouldn't put it in Gooped because I don't. I still not. I think Silky's performance by herself was the best one.
hmm. Yeah, no,
Um,
100%. Her performance by herself was the best one.
I,
And
this
I
one was more
put
solid medium for both of them. I think almost
uh-huh. This was, I mean, definitely better than, I mean,
Jiggly's. Oh, you think it? Oh, better
no, no,
than
I'm just
Jiggly?
trying to think
No,
of it
no,
in
no.
the
I don't
context of
think so.
Silky's lip syncs so far that we've talked
Better
about.
than Scarlet. Better
Better than
than
Scarlet, obviously
Serena
better than
Cha.
Yara.
Obviously
Um,
better than Yara, but not as good to me, not as good as the one
no, of
with
course
Jiggly.
not.
Okay, okay, okay.
Not as
So
good as the solo one, but we're gonna talk about another one from her that I think is like, that's the one I think is more interesting to figure out where does that go, because,
okay. So this one, should I put it in the bottom, like around Stunning,
you know, you
right
could
before?
I'm Jan is one of these people who I will never, you could put Jan in the floor if you need, I mean, well, not in the floor,
Damn,
but you just put her down on the tiers.
fatality.
Yeah, so there we go.
It's fine. Yeah, I put it in the. It's at the end of the third tier. I think it was
It's
pretty
good.
good.
It
It was
was
a
a really
solid
good
lip
one.
sync. Yeah.
Again, yeah.
So this one, Ariana Grande, Focus,
I'm curious how
Silky
you
versus
felt about
Pandora.
this.
I
'Cause
didn't really like it.
you didn't really like it.
Just because I
Talk
mean
more. Yeah.
the song was
The
kind
song
of
is,
the
yeah.
song didn't really work with what
Really?
either of them were doing. Like this I
Mhm.
like the song, but it didn't work with what
Yes.
they were doing. Pandora was giving
Fair.
weird cougar sex kitten. I
Mhm.
think Silky actually did a good job of doing like giving a fresh she had the outfit like this
Mhm.
Ariana style pop girl outfit
Mhm.
on, and the part where it's the instrumental part, she starts doing like those
Da-da-da-da-da.
yeah, she starts doing those band
Yeah.
movements that you see
Uh-huh.
like the majorettes do.
Yeah.
So I think Silky fairly won this because
Yeah.
Pandora Box is notoriously not a good lip syncer.
Mhm. No.
And so I think Silky what the problem is Silky didn't have to pull out the stops to beat Pandora, so it feels like it kind of falls flat after we see such amazing lip syncs from her across the episode, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So it's a serviceable performance by Silky. Pandora is just Pandora-ing. So it's just kind of like meh to me. Like I still think it's better than Yara's.
100% better than
Right.
Yara's. So I think that's a good way to like kind of rank this one.
Yeah.
And
I just think I
I'll
would
watch
probably
you
put it I
place
just
it.
might put it right above the Yara one almost.
Mhm.
Cause yeah, and not today. That's what I'm
I
thinking
like
right
that.
here.
That's good
Mhm.
enough for me.
Yeah.
Um
And here is the downfall of Silky. This I was so sad. This made
This
me
was sad to
so
watch. This
sad.
was sad.
Yeah.
Oh my god, and by the way, though, I just have to say, when I watched this the first time, I was like I feel like I was so much
Devastated.
more into this lip sync, and not for Silky, but just I was even more into Eureka's side of the lip sync the first time I saw it.
Mhm.
Watching it back,
Because they wanted you to be into her side more,
yeah,
the way they edited it.
it wasn't that well,
It
okay,
wasn't
one
that
thing I'll
good.
say, it didn't feel that special, but the second thing is watching it back with their confessionals, I felt like this was all over the place. Like one, Silky was going with the thing with her mom losing weight, and she
Mhm.
was like, "Here's the story," and it's like me eating these chips, and I'm like, and it was like very convoluted. And then with Eureka, I feel like there were like multiple stories. Maybe she didn't have a story, and she's like, "I wore this life alert around my neck." Da, da, da,
Because her
da.
mom for
But
her
it,
mom,
yeah, but
mhm.
I'm just like, it didn't. It was
So,
good.
what
It was
happened
good,
here
but
what happened
yeah.
here was Eureka didn't win this lip sync.
Yeah, I agree. Silky
Silky,
lost it
lost it, yeah,
by
because
overthinking it maybe, or
exactly,
trying to, like, work in a theme that was, like,
exactly.
close to home when it was like, "Just save
This
that for later."
this was the one time where Silky's over preparation bit her in the butt, like, and it's just one of those things, it's like, how can you can't see that coming because Silky had such good success with her storytelling across those lip syncs, a lot of those lip syncs, and she thought to do it again,
Yeah,
but unfortunately, she gets stuck in the bag suit that she's wearing to symbolize the weight loss. I think the
stuck in the
story
bag.
was I understood the story she was telling, but it just kinda
Sure.
was it wasn't connecting, and then she gets stuck in it, and so she can't move, and
Man,
it's just like,
ugh,
dang, she lost it because
that could've been
of the
so good.
malfunction, because
That could've been
nothing
so
Eureka
good.
did exactly, nothing Eureka did won that lip sync. It was very basic from Eureka.
Well, like, that could've been so good, like, since you've been
Yeah,
gone, since the weight's been gone, like,
exactly.
it's right there,
It's right there.
but the performance, yeah, I mean, honestly, I think that you touched on it, but her getting stuck in the back, I also feel like the
Mhm.
concept was a little hard to follow because, like, the thing is, I wish that she would've like, sped it up a little bit conceptually, like,
Yeah, it took too long
it took
to,
way too long.
realize, yeah.
Yeah.
She if she had tried to do that in the first part of the song,
Mhm.
like, get all of that in the first part of the song and then
Yeah,
leave the rest of the song
that's
for
the
her
other
to, like
piece. Yeah.
yeah, but
But it was
it
all
took
her
too
choices. It was her
yeah, yeah.
choices.
It
Um,
yeah, it took too long in
where
the song,
does
definitely.
this go? Let's see,
I put it
mm.
I put it at the back of Not Today, Satan, I'm thinking, because it's I think it's
I wish it could
right
go higher.
is
And you
it
know what?
behind?
My
It
my my recency bias wants it to be higher, but then when I watch it, I'm like, "No, it
no.
didn't really do much." Is it behind what?
Is it better than Serena and Jiggly?
Of course it's better
I
than
think
Serena
all
and
of them are better than Serena.
Jiggly.
Alright, we're in the home stretch here, we're gonna get this done.
Let's do this.
So, going back,
Speaking of,
after the redemption, Eureka makes it back, which so upset. She makes it back, and then she somehow wins the challenge. So,
mhm, which
it's
I mean to
her
be good for her because you know how it could be on these shows where the person it's
she
like a
didn't deserve
boomerang
to
in
win
and out.
that challenge. She
I
did not deserve to win that
I am
challenge. They
not
did
here to
it so she
comment
wouldn't
on
go
that.
back out.
I'm not here to comment on that. No comment.
So it's Eureka versus Jada Essence Hall doing Little Richard's Good Golly Miss
Uh,
Molly. No, thank you.
what? Oh, oh no, Mari. Do you have to go into it? Because the thing,
No, it was
it
no,
just wasn't. It was the song didn't really do it
the
for
song
me.
didn't do it. Yeah. What they were doing didn't do it for me. Eureka being dressed as a Eureka
Uh-huh.
being dressed as a clown during it was so weird and distracting. She like turned around and put on a red nose at one point. I was like, what does this have to do with anything?
um, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. It was a choice. Like
choices.
choices indeed. It was Yeah, I mean, the song choice though is
The
where
song
I'm just
choice is
processing this. The
criminal.
song choice is where I have the biggest issue, probably.
Yeah. Ooh, this is a bad lip sync.
Oh my gosh, we are
Ooh,
really in the home
oh.
stretch, aren't we?
We are. I'm gonna just place it right here above Cracker and Kennedy.
What did you call me? Um,
The
yeah. So
lip sync for
wait,
this lip sync for the
is this stupid?
crown.
Is this please tell me, is this
Yes,
stupid
this
love?
is stupid love. This is stupid love.
Where I have this ranked
This dead last.
dead last.
It's so bad.
It is
It
horribly edited, and it's
it's
like it's
horribly
not. I
edited.
know, I know that this is not at all a reflection on the queens, but
Oh, not
I
at
have to
all.
say,
Not at all.
blame it on the edit because,
Mm,
like, this
mhm, mm,
is
mm.
that. It's just what it is. Like, we didn't get a lip sync much here. We didn't get
It's not a
anything
lip
here.
sync battle. It
It
is
was not.
like they literally had each queen come and perform to the song by themselves on the stage, and then they cut it together, and it was bad. Like, it was just bad,
45
like
seconds cutting 4 queens together, but not even, like, choosing the highlights.
exactly. They chose Kylie, tripping on her garment, but turning it into a somersault
Oh, yeah, that was
l
cute.
as a way to yeah, as a way to be like, "This is why she won." Like,
Uh-huh.
basically, it was bad,
Ay, ay.
never do this again. Never do a six-way lip sync, never do a four-way lip sync. Like, anytime you add an additional person, it really makes the lip sync quality go down, just because I can't physically watch 3 people at one time.
I mean, I think that there's probably a way that they can I'm hopeful that they could figure out a way. But yeah, you're right. Like 4 people doing something at once is difficult, but this was obviously not them lip syncing at once. So it was just like they just
Which is
decided to
even
edit.
worse.
Yeah, exactly. Like they didn't have to edit it like they did. So but
Yeah,
I get it. I mean, maybe they could have like my note would be just like give us the full song and then you could work in more of what they did, but
right.
that would have been a lot of
Something.
fun. And the thing is too with that song, like that was like pretty new, like brand new. So give us the whole song. The watch parties will live for it.
Exactly. Alright, we've made it to the final season of All Stars.
Yes.
We're almost
Woo!
done. We're almost there. Alright.
We're here. We're here. We made it. We made it. But Mari, we start on a high note.
Yes, we do.
The highest of notes, some might say. The highest of notes
Monet
possible. Go,
motherfucking
I'm
Exchange
gonna step back, please, Mari.
versus Shea Coulee. I will admit, I was a plebeian when I first saw this lip sync. Like, when I first saw this lip sync, I'm like, why do we have two of the best lip syncers of all time doing Old MacDonald by Ella Fitzgerald? Like, I was so confused and I was
Because they
highly upset.
can.
Yeah, exactly. And then as I've watched it, now that I've watched it multiple times, I was like, oh my God, this is artistry. The things that they are doing here. Shay, again, just killing it. Monet, killing it. Like, no. It's like it's a fun lip sync. I just originally thought it was an odd choice, but after
Of
rewatching it
course.
and it just shows you a different side of drag and how,
Yeah,
like, if you go to the clubs, it's not always gonna be a pop dance track. It's gonna be a monologue. It's gonna be something like funny like this, and it might be a clip from something else that they're monologuing to.
sure.
One of my favorite clips on the internet is Monet Exchange doing the Tiffany New York Pollard
Oh
read of
no.
Gemma
Yeah.
Collins on BBUK, and it's like one of my my favorite clips on the
I mean
internet.
mine too, but
Yeah, I'm
that's
so
a whole
glad that
other
they did this.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
this
my
this
god.
makes me this season and definitely lip sync down the line. Really, I loved how All Star 7 stepped out of the box with some
Mhm.
of the choices.
This to me
I don't know which one is which.
Oh, wait,
I guess it doesn't
what?
matter because
Oh, yeah, there were
yeah,
2 of
because they,
them.
they did it twice. Yeah, but technically,
You're like, "I don't know which one is which," and so they're the same photos. Put it
yeah.
at the top. Put it at the
Put it at the
top.
top?
All the way. All the way at the top, and then
All the way at the
I
top?
put it all the way at the top.
I don't know if this one would be the one I would put all the way
You
at the
think this
top.
is you think that Shut Up and Drive is literally better than this?
The song choice for Shut Up and Drive is so much better.
It really is a better song choice, but
Yeah,
I don't think Shut Up and Jive.
the
Shut Up
performance.
I think Shut Up and Drive holds up, you know, it's just like I think these queens might be offended if we said that Shut Up and Drive was better. But the song is great, the performance was great, but it just like time, Mari,
I'm not
there's
gonna
an
fight you
evolution.
on this because that spot is gonna be taken again, like,
I
before this is
Yeah,
up.
I'm not
So,
surprised. The
so
other rumor has it.
rumor has it Adele, Jinx Monsoon versus Trinity the Tuck here. This one I had was like, I was just like, okay, fun lip sync, very meh. That's literally all I have.
Mm, yeah. Yeah. You know, because like in the grand scheme of things, honestly, for me, like it should have been a lot better. But the
Yeah,
problem is in my general rankings, this is the problem with my rankings.
like how you did it.
It's very high because it's ranked against all of them. It's not accounting for like when it happened or what, but I didn't like it. I didn't like it. I didn't like
Right.
it. But I was like, well, they did do like technically I think it was really good. It should have been great though.
Did Jinx win this? I can't remember if Jinx won this one or not.
I could look, but oh wait, let me look actually. So this is rumor has it. I have this fandom page pulled up at RuPaul's Drag Race .fandom.com as I stall for time and as I scroll to try to find rumor has it, and Jinx won.
Okay. All right. So Jinx wins. This was
Not our
okay.
sure. It's fine.
Where do you think? Stunning or not today?
Put it under not today.
Yeah.
I think there's gonna be there
Um,
might be okay. We'll just see how this plays out.
yeah. We'll see how this plays. Yeah, it was very forgettable. It was very like, okay, all right. Sure, Jan. Like it wasn't all of that.
By the way, this next, you know what? We're just gonna deal with this next photo because there was no other photo of this that popped up. I don't even know what's happening here.
Jada Essence Hall versus Trinity.
Oh, that's who.
The
Oh,
top. Yeah.
yes, who had to be censored from behind because
Yeah.
she just was not clothed
This
truly.
is this is Green Light by Beyonce. So they did good, but it's Beyonce. Like it it was okay. Like Jada,
Hmm.
the most memorable thing about this lip sync was when Jada starts like twirling her hair around. It was
Sure.
really cool. Like she has her hair rigged up so that it's kind of like she twirls it, and it was
Hmm.
really cool. But other than that, it was like it was fun, but it
Yeah.
wasn't mind blowing.
No, it definitely wasn't, and it should have been better, in
It
my
should have been
opinion.
better. Exactly. I
That's
think it's
actually I feel like a lot for well, to be fair, there are some, like, great lip syncs in
yeah,
this All-Star 7, but I feel like that a lot with a lot of the lip syncs for All-Star 7.
yeah, well, a lot like it. This should have
Actually,
been
to be
better.
honest, it's gonna be all over the place, I think, now that I'm looking at the
Very, very
rankings,
that,
but,
very all
that's
over
what
the
it
place.
is.
So I think it's just they're both just meh to me.
Yeah, but,
Oh,
like,
sorry,
as we go thank you.
I did the thing again.
I didn't even realize you were
Yeah,
looking at it. No, I was gonna say, like, I, where do you want to put this one?
I
'Cause ranking wise, I had it higher than I think it should be. Um, I like it. Wait, Mari, you're onto something. I like thinking about it compared with who's that? Jinx and
Jinx and Trinity.
Trinity.
Yeah. And to me, they're
I
both kinda level,
yeah,
but actually, you know what? I think I did like Jada's performance in Greenlight more than the 3 other
I
performances here.
yeah, yeah, I mean,
You know what I'm saying?
but I also wouldn't put it above for the reasons that you have so adequately convinced me of. I wouldn't put it above the Yara Alexis situation.
Exactly. Yeah.
Damn, that's
Yeah.
sad.
Yeah, exactly. So I put it
Wait,
right
is
here.
that Miss Cracker? Oh,
Yeah,
because of Roxy.
because of Roxy. Yeah, you got mad.
It's like, yeah, I
Like,
think
why
the
is she
tier
so
list is
high?
broken.
But no, that's pure thick and juicy is why that one's there, yeah. Uh,
Mhm.
okay. We gotta keep going. We gotta keep going. Okay, so Whitney Houston, "Love Will Save the Day," trash, trash, trash,
Uh-huh, uh-huh,
trash,
uh-huh, uh-huh.
trash. Like,
Definitely lower than Jada and Trinity for me. That's for sure.
th-
The last one, I mean.
I'm not gagging. Like,
No. No, that's it. I mean, ooh. Oh, Mari.
my notes just say big meh. Like, this one was not good to me. Like, the song choice, "Love Will Save the Day," they did the remix. They did the remix, which was weird. I was like, "Why are we doing
Extended
the
club
extended club
mix.
mix?" It's weird. And then Jinx and Vivian were, this is bad. It was bad.
Yeah, well, you know what? Jinx was I just feel like this isn't even the epitome for me of the bottom of the barrel when it comes to Jinx, because we're gonna get to that when it comes to the finale of this season. But I just have never been that impressed by Jinx. There are
Well,
some Jinx lip syncs. There's one that I love in here. There are two that I really like, but this one to me, I just kind of felt like Jinx was phoning it in particular.
same. Yeah. Um, so Jinx, so the funny thing is when All Stars 7 was announced, all winners, all whatever, everybody's like, yeah, Jinx is gonna win. I was like, okay, yeah, I think Jinx can win. Then they announced, and then at the end of the season, there will be a lip sync smackdown to crown the queen of all queens. The moment that RuPaul said that, I was like, okay, Jinx isn't winning because Jinx is a good lip syncer, but she kind of needs a certain type of song to like really shine.
Or a certain type
So
of producer who's never mind. I'm gonna hold back. I'm gonna hold back, Mari. But
sure,
this whole season like bothers me because I mean, I love how everything was I appreciate how everything was so positive. There was not
right,
a single piece of negative feedback at all, which
yeah,
I think maybe there should have been more feedback
mhm,
that was just like honest and helping us understand the good and the bad. But I
right,
just felt like this was Jinx's. They were just like, this is Jinx's coronation,
agreed. I completely
whether or
agree.
not she deserved it every step along the way. But you know,
Yeah.
I love Jinx, but
I
different.
think she did do great in a lot of the challenges.
Totally,
I just think like if we're saying that
she's
a
next
lip
level.
sync is going to decide who wins the crown, then the lip sync should decide who wins the crown, not
I
the
I
lip.
love the shade to like the
All
we're
right, we got
just
to move
like,
on. We got to
yeah, we
move on.
have to move. We
This is
do, and I
ridiculous.
probably have to pull up the picture of this.
Yeah.
Bam, bam.
So Jinx and the Vivian for me,
Oh wait,
I think it's lower than of the past two. So I'm like I'm truly tempted to put it in not today. I mean to put it in I'm not gagging, but if you think it should be somewhere in not today, I could find a place for it.
oh no, I'm okay with it being under I'm okay with being under I'm not gagging because it like the thing is, Mari, while I had it higher up, I also feel like I didn't have a lot in I'm not gagging, but if I
Mhm.
like shift my distribution of
Oh,
the
yeah.
things, like it's okay.
It'll be there.
I'm not willing to defend it, and I really didn't like it. But
Yeah.
again, I just feel like in comparison with time, with the evolution of the show, I think it was better than a lot of things, but it wasn't as good as it should have been.
And again, uh, why did you come in here looking like that, Dolly Parton?
This was
E
this
Evie
was cute.
Oddly
Mhm.
versus the Vivian. It
I
was
don't know
cute,
what's Evie.
but
I don't remember Evie do well, and you know what?
she just did a lot of like this.
She
Like,
performed to the song. She performed to the song, and that's just not Evie at her best. But it was still better for me than Let Me Drag Jinx. It was better for me than
Uh,
Rumor Has It by Jinx and Trinity. It was better for me than Love Will
really?
Save the Day by Jinx and the Viv.
Okay, okay, yeah, yeah, you're right, you're right.
Mhm.
Well, but it's hard because I think the costumes carry this.
Oh,
Nothing they're doing
100%.
is better. It's just kind of the
Oh, and
costume choice.
obviously, like, yeah, no, 100%, 100%. And the fact that it's Dolly, like, it does kind of they
Yeah,
performed what they should have done, but it
you're
just
right.
so it's hard. It's
I
hard, like,
wrote I
it's just
wrote
the
the
song.
outfits sold this lip sync
They
hilarious and
did.
and fun third tier. So you're right. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They did. And, but it's just, like, not some songs, you just it can't they'll never be the best. They'll never have you gooped. No offense to Dolly,
Exactly.
that's not about Dolly, but,
Yeah.
what were they gonna give us?
Yeah. So yeah, I put it at the bottom of stunning because I think that's good. I would put it after the silky stuff. I'd put it after silky stuff. Okay, are we back to the good lip syncs again?
Um,
No, no, we're not.
mm, I don't think so. We're working on it. I'm like, we're
Mm,
still on the
I think
way.
you missed one though, Matt.
What do we
Better
miss?
Better in Color by Jinx and
Oh,
Raja.
that's funny. I have it. I have it somewhere. Let's we could talk about well, okay,
We
I'll
can
pull up
this
Better
one's
in
up. This
Color.
one no, 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 this one's up. This one's
Because
up.
I
It doesn't
definitely
matter.
wanted
They're
to
both not good. So,
let's talk about it, but because I love that let's talk about this one first and I'll pull
okay.
up Better in Color next, but we need to talk about
Did you like this one?
that. I did not love, okay, so I'll give you my breakdown. This was lower for me than Green Light. See,
Okay.
this is my problem. I keep seeing the lip syncs, like they delivered, they brought in a strong performance, but it didn't stand out to me. This is kind of where
Exactly.
I started to get a little
Exactly.
bored with with the season 7 lip syncs.
Yeah, there was yes, yes, there was this middle
It's not
portion
memorable.
of this season was really like I'm here for the challenges and not the lip syncs. Well,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like the challenges of All Star 7 what seemed to be much better than the lip syncs like half the time. Um so
Mhm.
I have Jada Essental as a stunt queen. She did a good job. Trinity sliding into Jada's ass was kind of funny, little
Uh-huh.
weird, little
Yeah.
awkward.
Yes.
But
Yes. I
I
was like, and they were like, ha 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 ha, ha," and I was like, what?
yeah.
I don't think I get the joke.
So I said third tier here. So I technically have it third tier.
Um,
Technically.
third tier. I think third tier is fine. And for me, I'm like throwing out my tiers a little bit because it just didn't we're kind of getting to a point, Mari, where it's very much like, oh, there's nothing to write. I keep saying nothing to write
Yeah.
home.
Nothing to write home about. Yeah, I agree.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, yeah, definitely.
I'm
Yeah,
not ready to
like
talk about the next one, by the way, but this is like, uh, wait, is that
where
where,
I don't know. I don't know where to put this to be quite
wait,
honest.
okay. So I was just saying green light is like pretty fairly high, but where does it, this is like higher than basically all the lip syncs we've talked about from 7 for me, other than green light. I think that's right.
Really?
Hmm.
Well, we put Dolly higher than Greenlight.
Yeah, I'd put this higher than Dolly. But the thing is, like, the thing that kind of bothered me about the Dolly one was that I just I felt like if you're like, to your point about Evie earlier and having seen it, I just didn't even feel like I was watching Evie.
Yeah.
But they were actually lit like pretty much right next to each other in my rankings.
Okay. All right.
I
So
hate
better.
this. I hate this. Let me just jump in. Jinx and Raja, Better in Color. I love this freaking song. I love it. I appreciate it. I realize that these two queens should not have done it. They butchered it. Jinx should have been canceled.
Dang.
Raja was wearing bright colors, was gesturing to them. Maybe there was a thing there, but what was this other than nothing?
Yeah, it was bad. I
I
definitely
was so disappointed
I put
because
it
I
in I'm
really
not
for
gagging here.
like a while before this, Mari, I wanted Better in Color as a lip sync song. I just wanted to see it, but
It didn't this lip
and
sync
look
was
at this, the
bad. Like,
screenshot. The screenshot really like, what is Jinx doing?
yeah,
Jinx, you want to
like
explain?
Jinx, I didn't know what Jinx was doing. Roger was just doing the two step. It was
And not to be too negative about Jinx, because I know I've been very negative about Jinx and lip
you're
syncs,
gonna get me
but like,
canceled, yeah.
believe me, I was so excited about Jinx being on the season, and I love Jinx outside of the lip syncs.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. And that's what I was saying. Like like All Star
Yeah.
7, the all winner season was so freaking good. And it wasn't because of the lip syncs. It was because of the talent. We saw the talent from the queens every
Hmm.
episode. We got to spend time with them. We saw them form bonds. And unfortunately, the lip syncs were like, the least of our worries at one point, basically.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was what it was. They tried something with it. I do wonder what season 8 will be like in comparison,
Me
but
too.
we'll get there eventually. I guess this
So
Friday. But yeah.
Raja and the Vivian do do Super Freak by Rick
Rick
James.
James,
God, I was so uncomfortable.
Super
Like
Freak. You know,
Raja's doing great because she's just doing the like Raj. It was like Raja was born at that time or something. She's an old
yes.
soul, so she was very like channeling that
Mhm.
era. But Vivian just licks her armpit at one point.
You
That
know
was
what?
disgusting.
So on paper, it's like middle of the road for me, but
How?
what that means is it should go even lower. Because if it's middle for me, it probably should be, and I would put yes, Mari. That's what I'm saying. Because most of these season 7 ones, for whatever reason, because I said technically it had like more, it just they were better than the
That
ones from
armpit
earlier
lick, though,
seasons. It was gross. And
disqualified.
I'm not
Back of the
shaming
line.
anybody if that's your thing, but
No, no,
we
I'm
didn't
not.
need that in the edit.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying, producers. Leave it out. Put it on the ground.
yeah.
Oof. But
Next up,
yes, that's what we've got. Next up, ooh,
I just want to get back to the good lip syncs again.
and we're back.
Thank God, we're back.
You asked and you shall receive.
Oh my God, this designing women monologue again. Maybe a plebeian. When it first started, I'm like, what is happening? Why are we doing a monologue? And then as the
Uh-huh.
monologue went on, I was like, oh, I know this monologue, surprisingly. And
Right.
damn, they are good. Like, this was so good.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna have to lay down and take a nap and just like pat, and I just was like, okay, whatever. Like, why do we care? Plus, the other thing about this
Mhm.
is that, like, this for me, one of the problems with these lip syncs in season 7 is like what it didn't feel like there were stakes because nobody was
Yeah,
being eliminated. I mean,
nobody's being
yes, there were
eliminated. Yep.
points and all the I was like, whatever. That was a hard,
Blockings. Yeah.
yeah. It was a lot to keep up with, but this 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 is
This lipstick
toward
was
the
so good.
top,
This is
Mari.
like
But
the top of the
I'm
top.
curious well, yeah. I mean, and the things that had no right to be.
Yeah, exactly. I literally have I
This is so great.
fucking conic. Like that's all
Yeah.
that's in
And you
my
know what?
notes.
Jinx shined. This is what you give to Jinx. Don't make her do Better in Color by Lizzo. Give her this, and she's in her bag. And Monet never misses a single
Monet,
moment.
oh,
Monet doesn't know how to drop a moment. Monet never misses a moment in a lip sync. So this was perfect for the two of them. And I think the thing that's hard to appreciate is that I don't know who the two other queens are who could have nailed it like this.
exactly.
And that's a credit
Exactly.
to Jinx and to Monet, which is
Exactly.
why it's at the top of the list where it belongs.
This single-handedly made me want more monologues on Drag Race. I was like,
Well, no, it
do
did
them
make me
all.
want more because I don't believe that everyone could deliver,
Mhm.
but I do think it could be interesting to see. I would like to see in comparison how good, like, I just want people to appreciate how good this was because I don't think
Yeah.
it's in the conversation enough.
Yeah, I agree. I want this. I want to see a Paris is Burning monologue.
Um,
There's so many good gems
there's
there.
look, say it'll happen one day.
Yeah.
One day.
Yeah, we have it at the top of the pops because
Pow, pow, pow.
amazing, just amazing. Watching it over and over again. Monet did so good going back and forth between
Mhm.
like really taking the words home
Just
to
all of
also
it.
adding a little bit of comedic like touches
Ugh,
to it.
so
Oh, so good.
good.
And Jinx
And
did good.
Jinx.
Jinx kind of played it
Jinx
straight
was
to me.
amazing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But it was so good. Oh, all right. So Jinx versus Trinity.
What song is this, Mari?
This is Kings and Queens by Ava Max. Never heard the song before.
Jinx was doing like a little like a I don't know what to call it, but it felt I was gonna say it felt like it wasn't a Charles. I don't know what it's called. It
Right,
just
right,
was
right. A
not.
Charleston.
This is when I think in part one I might have made a comment at some point. Like Jinx gives me like second grader at a dance, and that's what
Yeah,
this reminded me of.
yeah.
This was
I
not
literally
good. This was the
again,
low one, low
no
point.
notes, but not
Yeah.
no notes in a good way. There's no notes because I'm like, I don't even know what's right here. Like, I don't even know what's happening.
Yeah.
They both just meh for me.
Mhm.
I still don't remember the song. Like, I still don't remember the song.
Eef. But that's fine. It's cool. You don't need to remember it.
I'm putting it in, I'm not gagging. I don't remember the song. Not because the song's fault, but I'm saying they didn't do anything for me to remember the song.
Oh my gosh. But no, yeah, I just remember Jinx up there dancing. And I don't know why that's the image that sticks out in my head.
Yeah.
'Cause it was so bad.
All right, thank you. We're back. We're back. Supernova.
I didn't I what like did I know this song before this?
I didn't. I
I
know
don't
the
think
song
so.
now.
Well, yeah. I mean, and that like just spoiler, like they I would
Like
pay for a season. I'd pay for a season with Monet and Shay, just like each one of them has a
going
team
back
and
and
it's
forth.
the
Yeah.
two of them head to
Yeah.
head. And it is sad that they weren't like the final two for me. Like that,
Yeah.
they really should have been, and there was a story there,
Every
but Jinx
every
is
time
great.
they step on stage together, it's like
It's
a
almost
great
like
lip sync.
they know they're like, we're gonna go out here and do this.
Yeah.
Like, watch what we're gonna show them together. Watch it.
Monet said on Sibling Rivalry that Shay is one of her favorite people to like
Aw,
dance like opposite of because
I
they
love that.
she says there is a synergy between them whenever they're lip syncing.
Yeah.
Like she said like, there's a part in this lip sync where they're both doing kind of the same moves and she says I couldn't see her. I didn't know that that's what was
Mhm.
happening. We just happened to just be on the same wavelength. This fucking lip sync, man. Shay, again, ultimate pop star. And then Monet being this is the sexiest I've ever seen Monet in my entire life. Like she was feeling her oats. Like she was giving sex kitten. And the both of them together, what?
Yeah, but I have to say this to me comes behind Old MacDonald. Or not, it's not as high up as Old MacDonald, but
I
that's not
don't
saying much.
know.
That's not saying much. You like it
I
more
like
than
this
Old
one. I
MacDonald?
think I like Supernova more than Old
I mean,
MacDonald.
I do think that both of them are. Do I? Actually, I have this just above. I have Supernova just above Shut Up and Drive, which makes it really funny that
That's hilarious.
um
I'll
I'm
put
good
it
with that
there.
works.
I'll put it there.
Side
It's
by side. And
they're
it makes
both
sense.
there.
Most of it, I think like usually our inclination is like putting the queens. It's just like normally they perform a
Not
similar thing
Monet.
together.
Not
So,
Monet having the top 3 spots on the list.
but maybe that's because Monet is
Is
the
my
greatest.
bias
And
showing?
no, it's not your bias showing. It's not. It's not you. It's us because Monet's the best, right?
Yeah. So we're at the finale. We have to get into the she done already had hers this bracket versus the Queen of All Queens bracket. So the first round of the she done already done had hers bracket was Let's Hear It for the Boys, Denise Williams, performed by Raja versus Jada Essence
Hmm.
Hall. And I say rigor Morris girl, like how did Jada lose this lip sync? Like, I don't understand.
I don't understand either.
She
And
looks
that lowered it down for
very
me.
bad. Yes.
But yeah, I honestly was confused. Just to reference this because it was such a recent season that I remember. I don't think I'm right in this opinion, but I just don't. I didn't fully get Raja all season. Now, not I don't mean all season I
Yeah.
didn't get her. I just mean like there are parts where I didn't really
She faded to the
understand.
background a
Like
little
I
bit.
didn't see it. I didn't see
Yeah.
how good she was or why she'd win this certain challenge.
She didn't really have a storyline. I think
No,
a lot of the fandom were actually mad that she wasn't getting some people thought
you deserve
that she
more.
deserved some more wins than she actually got.
Well,
Um
I mean, that's a whole other conversation.
mhm.
But where did you put that?
I'm putting it
Oh,
above Serena and Jiggly because I think the lip sync is still good.
I think that's low,
You think that's too low? Okay.
but I like that tier.
Uh huh.
I'm just looking at the other season 7 ones and I don't think it lives up to those.
Uh huh.
What's that? Who's that bright yellow wig with the pink hat? Let me see.
Oh, that's Chad. That's Chad Michaels versus Raven, the finale lip sync of All Stars One.
Well, we should definitely be above that one.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I think that's a good place to have it. I think that's a
Mm-hmm.
good place to have it.
Yeah.
That works. And let me da, 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 da. We're
Next up
getting
would
down to
be
we're really
Push
getting
It.
yeah, is this
Mm-hmm.
it?
Yep.
Right.
Yep. That's Push It. Yep.
Cool.
Yep. Push It. Wait. Is it Push It?
Evie and Viv?
No, 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 no.
Wait, no.
Push
Why do I
It
have Evie
is
and Viv? Evie
Evie
and
and
Raja.
Viv. Yeah,
What
Evie.
is that's so weird. Yeah, hold on. Let me pull this up.
Mm-hmm.
But we have Evie, so just pretend that it's not Raja there. But oh wait, that is weird that I had that one pulled up. Hold on one second.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I don't know what that last picture is from, but
No,
here
it's
we
from you have it right. That's gonna be next after this.
oh, I'll click that
Yeah,
too.
yeah. So Evie versus the Vivian. Uh Push It by Salt and Pepper. And all I put was fun, but meh. Like
Right. It was fun. And we love the song. The song's
the song is
amazing.
great. So
But
like Vivian was kind of just
yeah.
rolling around on the stage and pretending to push a baby out. Evie was doing Evie. I think Evie should have won that. I think that was the good call. But it wasn't nothing really blew me away about it. Um, I
It
think
wasn't even like the most high energy or
yeah,
the biggest performance.
yeah, I think I put it behind.
Push it.
Yeah, I'm fine with it being behind the Raja.
I think it might be controversial, but we'll
Uh huh.
see. I do think a lot of these from All Star 7, like I could imagine people thinking or saying to us, like, how dare you? But I do
Yeah.
think a lot of that is like the recency of it. They're just not that great for what they should be for it being season 7
What
of
it
All Stars.
what it is looking just at the lip syncs. If you're looking
Yeah.
just at the lip syncs,
Mhm.
they're a little lower tier.
Yeah.
It's either low tier or high. It's like no in between
Yeah.
almost.
It has nothing to do with the rest of the
With the
season, in my opinion.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. The rest of the season was so freaking good when
Yeah.
you put all of it together. But if you're
Mhm.
just looking directly at the lip syncs, there it falls a little bit. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Th and, we are up with the
We're at our last four, final four.
final
Let's
4.
let's push it. We're doing the queen of all queens, and we're almost done.
What is the okay,
Okay.
so
Oh, sorry. The first one, I'll tell you. I'll tell you.
well, as
It
you pull that up,
is
is it let's no, it's not
it's Judas.
Judas, that's
Judas,
what it
Lady Gaga,
is.
Jinx, and Shake Kool-Aid.
Oh, okay. Jinx and Shay with Judas is
Yeah,
okay. This was interesting.
it was.
Um,
So
it's one second.
so the problem here and what happened and the reason why unfortunately I do think the right call happened here. I do think Jinx should have won this lip sync.
It was a fit for her.
Yeah, what happened yes, the costume,
Yeah.
Jinx really embodied the song because Jinx was doing that, like, witchy, Judas-y stuff, and
Yeah.
then what Shay was doing was Shay was actually doing the actual choreography from the video. She was doing the actual
Mm,
Judas choreography, and the problem is, if you don't know that's the actual choreography, it's
with
not as gag worthy, you know what I'm
no.
saying? So
I'll
so
also just throw in here too that like the and I mean like Jinx wins da 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 da,
mhm,
but like I don't think that the edit flatters Shay at all here. It was
right,
very much we were
yes.
looking at Jinx and seeing this was Jinx's performance.
Yeah, exactly. The editing is wild in these last lip syncs here. Like the editing is clearly trying to tell you who is going to move forward
Yeah.
in these lip syncs, and it gets egregious. But unfortunately, I do agree with the decision though, just because Shay was so focused on serving up Gaga, trying to like give us like real Gaga that I don't think she really embodied the song and took the song to a different level, which I
Yes.
do think Jinx managed to do. For
Totally.
me.
And
Yeah.
I do think that this is kind of where sometimes Shay has fallen short for me
Yeah,
is in being so good at what she's doing that she misses out on doing something else that could be
exactly.
even more like accessible to your everyday audience. But she's always giving couture to me, like in terms of like the vibe of her performance, I should say, not
Yeah.
necessarily the look.
And we talked about, like, the performance, but the performance is actually good. I actually like this lip sync. I have it like,
I have it.
yeah,
It's
excuse me,
up. Well, yeah,
sickening,
I,
right?
it's under sickening for me.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's why I have it too.
Um,
I have bottom of
It
sickening
was
right.
frustrating. I didn't, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Jinx did a great job with this one.
I thought it was a good performance by both of them. I just
It
thought
was. I don't
yeah,
know. I
yeah,
have to
yeah.
watch it again to figure out what it was that didn't sit the best with
What
me
didn't
with this
sit
one.
the best with you was Shay lost. Like, that's
I
that
mean,
didn't sit
that's definitely it at this moment.
Yeah, and the
So
editing, and you were right about
yeah,
the editing. Like, it was really like, "We're
it felt
trying to
like
show
Jinx
you the
was
good
like,
parts of
yeah,
Jinx." Yeah.
Jinx was like the A character in the
Yeah.
lip sync, and it felt like Shay was in the background a little
A
bit.
and I wanna say I think Shay accidentally, if I remember correctly, I think something happened with her reveal. She kinda got stuck in her reveal just a tad bit. She was just
Mhm.
tearing clothes off, I think, and I think she got stuck in it, but I don't quote me on that. It wasn't that bad of a lip sync. It's just like you weren't really expecting Shay to really lose to Jinx in a sense
Mhm.
almost.
Mhm.
Kind of. Yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Mhm.
Next up is So What by Pink,
With
Monet
there
Exchange,
we go.
and Trinity.
There we go.
With this felt I think what this kind of makes you think of. It was very contrived, you know what I'm saying? They're like, "Uh-oh, the twinners have to face each other. Oh, this is it. This is the rubber
I
match," you know what I'm saying?
I never cared for that story,
Yeah,
really.
exactly, and they had been building that story the whole season.
Mhm.
They had been building the story like they're working together, but, will it come down to the 2 of them? And I think this lip sync is pretty okay. I love Pink. I'm a huge Pink
Sure.
fan. I love
Yeah.
Pink.
Yeah.
I think Monet and Trinity both look gorgeous here. The problem with this lip sync and the editing again is
Mhm.
Monet said on Sibling Rivalry
Yeah.
that um the part where she's like she's kind of grinding and humping Trinity at one
Yeah.
point in the
Ugh.
yeah.
Mhm.
So they
They
can't
had to edit
show
that
that
out.
part. Yeah, they
Yeah.
had it. So for that part, we're looking at the judges.
I mean, no, I know you know exactly what's happening, especially when you watch it, because this is I mean, I guess I probably watched this one 3 times 'cause I'm like, "What? What is oh my gosh, what?" So I don't think that was a problem to me with the quality.
Yeah. Yeah. So
It I you get what's going on if you're paying attention. Plus, you kind of see Monet getting into position, and you see Trinity enjoying it. So, yeah. I mean, I have this at the top of or toward the top of my sickening tier.
yeah, I would agree with that. I liked it. I think um I was just at this point, like when I watched it the first time, I was just kind of holding my breath because I was just like, I just
Does it go
need
there or does it go on the yeah.
on the top here.
Oh, well, I wouldn't put it at the top
Yeah,
for
yeah,
what we
yeah.
have there, but somewhere we could work our way down.
Juju Raven.
Mm,
Where is it? Is it behind Juju Raven or
it's behind Juju Raven.
okay?
We should
Or
really show some respect.
is it in front of Come Rain or Come Shine? Rain or
It
Shine?
to me for me, it's in front of Come Rain or no, wait, no, 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 it's not. It's not.
Okay.
Because
So
I
then
didn't
is
love
it
that, but I've heard okay, what's after that?
it's Monet and Trinity, the finale lip sync.
By the way, your ability to look at the headshots and, like, remember what songs they are is
Yeah.
impressive.
It, it just
I
took a lot of work, these images.
I would put it right next to that.
Yeah, I would
I
too.
feel
I'm
that
trying to figure
feels
out
right.
which one, but where should I on which
It's, like,
side?
perfect so that it goes
It
it's
is
perfect.
perfect placement. Like, how did it right next to each other? Yeah, I like that. Some synergy there.
Uh-huh. We like
Yeah,
synergy.
we do.
And then,
That brings us to
is
the
that the last one?
finale.
Wow. Okay, Mari. Mm, okay.
The tear maker, you see, the tear maker is stretched, sis. It is stretched.
It looks so uncomfortable. Like it had a big meal or something. It's
Uh,
like so,
it said, "Now clap."
oh my gosh. So wait.
No, 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 no.
Oh.
It's an inside joke for people who watch Sibling Rivalry.
Oh, no.
Um,
Swish Swish
swish, swish. Yes.
by Katy Perry featuring, well, featuring Nicki Minaj. Jinx versus Monet Exchange.
Yeah.
For I'll put in quotes, but for the crown.
For the crown. Yes. I'm gonna keep this rant to a minimal because
Please.
I've
Because
already done it.
I don't wanna
I
end
know
on this
on
note.
a bad note. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But you know,
Ow.
saying that the crown it will be decided by the lip sync, and then later on being like, based on the lip sync, and insert this audio and everything you've done this season. We're gonna give it to Jinx. Okay, fine,
But that's
sure.
always how I feel like the lip syncs are, you know?
Yeah,
Like, it's never
the
like
fix is in.
it's
Okay.
never the lip sync.
Yeah.
It's
But
always like the lip sync and whatever Rue's other the judge's other opinions have been, even though they don't acknowledge that, obviously that's a
yeah,
factor.
that yes, that obviously is a factor. But however, they want the lip sync to at least be close so that they could do whatever they want to. And we've
Right.
looked at 6 other lip syncs for the crown, and I can vehemently say all of the other lip syncs for the crown, except maybe the Shay one in
Oh,
All
what was
Stars
this one?
5, um, they all were very even so that Rue could honestly do whatever she wanted to and crown whoever she wanted to. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, this one wasn't. From what we are told and what we know now, and even you can tell from the editing. I remember watching it and being like, what is going on with the editing of this lip sync? Monet
Again.
trounced. Yes,
But
Monet
it, like, cut
again.
away from her so much, like, it wasn't.
Yes, because they couldn't show everything that she did. She trounced Jinx in this lip sync,
Mhm.
and they couldn't show the full footage and then like confidently say, Jinx, you're the winner. They couldn't.
Yeah. You could really
Unfortunately.
tell, though. You could really tell who they're trying to highlight or showcase in a lip sync, because it's like each song has its moments and its beats. And when you
Mhm.
have, previously we are talking about Shay, but when you have Shay and Shay, they're cutting to Jinx every
Yeah.
single moment and giving Jinx the moments, you're like, oh, okay, I see what's happening here. And that's how I felt with Monet here.
It's even
But
worse though.
I really did. I mean, I liked this lip sync a lot. I just
Yeah.
didn't like the end result. Like, I
Mhm.
don't think that Jinx did a bad job at all with this, but Monet was just better because she is better at these things. Like, the thing is, I don't even have like a particular bias or love for Monet Exchange specifically.
I do.
I mean, I do now, because after really like going sifting through things, and I have love for her, but like I love Jinx like for everything
Mhm.
she is, and like water off a duck's back and all that,
Mhm.
right? But this was just disrespectful, and I
So
just feel like the integrity of Drag Race
exactly.
was compromised.
Yeah, it's actually even worse, Matt, because like Monet described the full lip sync on Sibling Rivalry, and they basically had to cut half of her gags and stuff because she like really brought it to Jinx. Like at the beginning of the lip sync, she has a lipstick that she whited out that said Jinx's name. She had it at the beginning.
Come
They
on.
they cut it out. The only thing you can see is at the beginning of the lip sync, you see her putting lipstick on, but it's after she had already showed it, right? Then as she's going into like a lot of the dancing parts,
Disrespectful.
they kind of cut when she has money, she throws money up in the air and she starts dancing under the money. There the part where the Nikki, did you notice that the Nikki rap is completely removed from the song? Did you like if you go back and you watch this lip sync?
We don't see Jinx rapping.
Yes, we don't see Jinx rapping because do I have this up here twice?
Because
We don't see Jinx rapping because Monet said that during the
exposed.
exposed during the lip sync where during the rap part of the lip sync, Jinx didn't know the rap part. She literally turned and looked at Monet and watched Monet rap every single word. That's what Monet said. And so they completely cut out Nikki's verse because they can't show Jinx just sitting and watching Monet. Yeah, exactly. So they really, and Monet said it. Monet said, she said, I'm not mad. She said, I'm not mad at the decision. It comes down to the judges. That's fine.
No,
She
it's not
said
fine.
she just wishes they would show the whole performance because um it's one of her favorite lip sync performances that she did on Drag Race,
Mhm.
and we technically didn't get to see it.
Yeah.
And so what she started doing is she started doing this number on tour and stuff.
Mm,
And you can
good.
see clips of it of her doing it on tour, and it is good. It like
Of
even from
course.
what we saw, it was good. So I wasn't surprised when it was like it's
Yeah.
even better than you thought, and it.
Whatever. It's just weird to me. I don't even it makes me sad, actually,
It does, yeah.
because I mean, just like maybe like work like reframe how you talk about what the show is and who's the winner and who goes home and why, and it'll be okay.
Right,
Then it's
right,
just a
right, right.
factor. Then you have Rue saying, Monet, you killed it. That was one of the best performances ever. But all in all, Jinx, you win. And I'd be like,
Mhm.
I agree.
Yeah,
but it's a down.
exactly.
That's a downer. But I'm glad that
It is
Monet
a
has
downer.
that platform. You need to have a platform when these
Mhm.
editors can mess with you like that. Um,
So, where do
yeah.
we put it? Because I think it's a good performance for what we could see, you
It's
know?
sickening.
Yeah,
Well, you know what? Okay, so let me think. So it is. Do we think that it is above the Trinity, the Tuck Monet combination,
I think it
the
is.
duo of
I
performances?
do. I do think it is.
And then there's Monet and Naomi.
Monet and Naomi, which is a
Uh,
one-sided lip sync.
mhm.
I think it comes down to Raven and Jujubee.
Put it above Raven and Jujubee,
Yeah,
out of respect.
I would put it
Oh, it's just like it won't let you.
I know. I would put it above Raven and Jujubee.
Uh-huh.
But I do think I would put it below Shay and Alyssa for Neutron Dance because I really like that one.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I'm
For
fine with
what we
all of this.
got, for what we were
For what we
shown,
got, yeah, for what
totally.
we were shown. Yeah, 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 yeah.
But I'm even impressed by just what you're mentioning in terms of what Monet said. I'm
Yeah.
like, "Oh, move it up the list." But, it's all good.
And that is it.
Uh-huh,
That
uh-huh.
is it.
I think everything is in a perfect
It is
spot.
in
We
perfect
can't move
spots.
anything around.
Nope.
It's perfect.
It's great.
Our opinions are perfect, and nobody's gonna drag us.
Yes. This has been great. I'm going to save this. Sorry.
It's like saving the file, enter the file name.
Yeah,
There we go. Mari, this has been a lot of fun just to talk about
it
these
has.
queens, to dive in, to get into the controversy. And I have to thank you, Mari, as you save that file for
Yeah.
spilling all the tea and bringing the context to this conversation. And you know what? One day I will you need to send me first of all, send you need to send me that tier list so I could like really sit
Like,
with it.
look at
I
yeah.
think I'm gonna like print it out, blow it up, like
That's so
move the
cool.
pieces around again. No, but you know what? No
Cool.
one has ever done this before, as far as I know, like a definitive ranking, which look, we get it. It's not quite a ranking, but no one has done a tier list of all
Yeah,
of the race lip syncs ever. So we did it. We did it.
exactly. Yeah, we did it. We did it. I'm so happy that we did it. You're welcome, Kindle. Definitely, like we said, Kindle, go and check out some of these lip syncs. They're available
Oh
on
my God,
YouTube.
Kendall is still here. Damn.
I know. Thank you. Thank you for sticking with us.
Thank you.
This was so fun, Matt. I'll also tweet out our definitive rankings.
Please tweet
We
that.
want to hear
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we want to hear your thoughts on it. Feel free to tag me and Matt. You can
Yes.
tag me on Twitter at Mari Talks Too Much. That's two like the number two. You can tag at Matt Scott GW on Twitter. Tell us, drag us, let us know. Let us know if you
You
agree.
know what? And you don't have
Thank you,
to.
Jimmy.
It's literally opinions. And
Yeah.
also, I mean, we had to put everything on the board. Like, I'm sure we could also be convinced to some extent with some of our opinions. Or I know I can. I don't know about Mari, but
Mhm,
you know
mhm.
what? Let us know what you think. Share it with a friend.
Yeah.
And I think most importantly, like hopefully this is a good reminder for people to go back and just watch these lip syncs. Like look them up on YouTube, look at them on Paramount Plus or whatever, wherever you watch Drag Race, because you might think you know what your favorite is and what the best is, but just watch
Right.
it. Just watch them all
Yeah.
again. Watch
Like,
all 70 plus of them again. Trust us. I mean,
what
especially
I
if you're not ranking them, you save like 5 hours of your life, maybe 6.
Yes. Oh,
Kendall.
I think Kendall's right. The designing woman monologue I think was on 30 Rock cuz I feel like I heard it too. I was like I when they started saying it,
That
I was
makes a
like
lot
I've
of sense.
heard this monologue, but I couldn't remember where I
Like Jenna
placed it.
Maroney, maybe. I
Yeah,
think.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, like definitely for what I like to do when I listen to like lists and ranks like this, I like listen to what they think, and then I'm like, if do I remember that lip sync? And then I'll look it up, I'll watch the lip sync, and I'll go back and listen again. Like definitely form your own opinions. I want to hear them. Thank you everybody. Thank you
Wait,
for joining me on Twitch. Uh,
And
Yes,
guess
Matt.
what? No, I was just gonna say, Mari, you know what I like to do when I hear lists and rankings is I like to tune into the people who make those rankings. And so
Yeah.
you could listen to us on the Wrestling Wrap Up, currently on a
Yes.
hiatus, where we talk about pro wrestling, we talk about shenanigans, we talk about all sorts of things. Like, I think the thing that's fun about drag and pro wrestling is they have so much in common,
Yes, they
including
do.
the looks, including
Mhm.
the performances
Mhm.
sometimes, including something else. What else, Mari? What else do they have in common?
All of the things, the
All
the
of the
the
things.
drama, the
The drama.
flair, all
Yes.
of it.
Yes, yes. And you could check that out and subscribe at robhasawebsite.com/wrestling feed. And you could also find me, as Mari has said at different points, at Matt Scotchy W on social media. You could find me over on Pod Friends, interviewing podcasters on RHAP
Mhm.
slash pod
And
friends feed. See, are you like how I roll right into the plugs like that? Like,
yes, you
I
did.
want to
That was
reference any of the
perfect.
queens who rolled and did a thing, but there were too many to reference. Fair,
There's a
I
lot.
don't know. Kylie,
Yes.
Kylie, yes.
Yeah.
Mari, do
And
you
you
have
can find me
plugs?
on yeah. You can find me on Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch at Mari Talks Too Much. I'll have the VOD. These are all streaming live to both of those places. So definitely check us out. Please subscribe, rate, leave comments, like we said. Boost, boost, boost. And other than that, keep talking that talk. Thank you for joining me. I will see you tomorrow.
Yes.
Tomorrow I'm doing my dread stream at
Oh,
noon. So if you want to come and watch me pull up some spooky fish while I have a heart rate monitor on,
what?
definitely come. Yes, definitely watch at noon tomorrow, Wednesday 10th, which is also my birthday. I'll be streaming on my birthday, playing dredge, trying not to have a heart attack. So until next time, bye.
Bye.